Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is 3/13/2017, and this is the live session on the day. Intraday action. Dow is down 34, S&P down 135, $1.35. NASDAQ positive 9.24. Pretty much a flat day overall. 26 million on the SPY, so nothing too exciting. Let's go through the indexes really quick, and we'll get started ASAP. Oh, let's see. So that's, oops. All right, so SPY holding 618 here. A little bit chopping and slopping intraday. You know, daily, nothing wrong. We're back above the MAs. Last Thursday, we hit the 20 MA, expect the bounce. We did fill the gap, and boom, right back up into the Fed lip service this week. Hey, what's up, Brent? How's it going? And here we are again, floating around. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Light volume. Again, you guys can't fight these markets. Buying puts are tough. You know, everything. If you're shorting, you got to short with shares right now, unfortunately. Just take small positions and go from there. Hey, Jonathan, what's up, man? Man, you're working hard on these. Thanks, man. Love your sessions. Haha. Yeah. No, I am working hard at these. You know, again, I'm putting on trades. I'm just going to hold. And as they come in, I'm going to take them off slowly. You know, USO came in real nice, so we pulled some off of that. And just keeping an eye on some other stuff too. Win, we just added short to that again at around 103. I think it was 53, 54. Netflix, we're watching that. That one's going back to double top. A couple other ones, but let's get through these indexes really quick. The SPY, nothing. You know, let's go intraday. Actually, we could do intraday right here. This is 60-minute, and this is the 10-minute SPY here. You know, pretty much we gapped up, have a little bit of a topping tail, came back in. Almost into the 200 MA, bounced up during lunchtime, and here we are chopping around. We are at 1 o'clock, so don't expect much to happen. Hey, what's up, bud? What's up, Click? And don't expect too much today. I mean, we might be able to sell off, but you know, they're probably going to wait for Tuesday, Wednesday, see what lip service Grandma's going to give us, and then you know, gosh, I'm almost thinking she's going to be waiting on data. If she doesn't raise these rates, it's going to get it very interesting. But again, I have no idea what's going on. Kim from New York. Hey, John, hope you're well. If you got some time, tell me what you think. Yeah, you know, we traded that one before. I've been watching that one. Is it back at double top? Kim, we'll take a quick look at that. Hold on. Hey, man, hope you enjoyed your weekend. Hey, Trey, what's up? Weekend was great. I actually took my kids. I have 3 kids, guys, under 10 years old, and we went to the horse races at I don't even know what it's called. It's my first time here. I lived in Illinois, so we used to go to Arlington Park Racetrack, but Turf Paradise, that was one. But let me tell you, it was hilarious. My kids screaming for the horses to come in. And actually, my daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, Samantha, she won 3 in a row, $2 bets. She ended up winning like $75. It was crazy. But we had a great time. Then we did a little bit of steak and surf and turf, out nice dinner. And then by the time I got home, I was all beat up. So into Sunday, we have fruit trees in our yard. So we were picking lemons and grapefruits all day yesterday. I coach baseball, so I was doing some of that stuff. More softball, my daughter's softball team, and I coach my son's baseball team. So a little bit of everything, guys. And I love trading, as you guys know. But SPY, nothing wrong. IWM. You know, same thing, kind of a float up. I don't know what, you know how this goes, guys. All of a sudden, whoop, straight up into the moving averages. See how it pulls it back. Let's see if there's any other. There's a little pivot here, so that's pretty much where it went to. 136.71. Pulled back nice, though, right into the 20 MA. You're going to find some support in there, right back up. If you do a Fibonacci level from intraday action, you can go from the low to the high. You caught the 618, the 25, or the 20 moving averages. Man, that would have been a pretty good scalp. Did it get to the even number? Almost to the even number. And then right back up into the 200 MA, right back down. So you're finding resistance and support in these charts. They're going okay. But again, 26 million on the SPY. It's hard to fight that one. As you guys know, it's like, fighting the Fed every day. Qs are up again, buoyant. This one gapped up on Friday, stayed there pretty much. You got nothing wrong with the Qs. You got Netflix going, you got Amazon going, you got Google going, Facebook going, all. Apple's barely, moving. You got to keep an eye on this guy. Apple should be leading. The ExxonMobil should be leading. JPM, which is the big, that's the Bank of America, not Bank of America. But those are all pretty much flat. You want the leaders leading, guys. these markets keep going up without the ExxonMobil, Apple, and JPM. Apple and JPM are pretty much at highs. We got ExxonMobil coming in. That's kind of talking to us. You got the USO flat on the day, so that's pretty funny too, the USO. Remember all the talking heads, how bullish they were in the beginning of the year because of OPEC, and here it comes in like everything else, guys. That's just the way it is. I'm a short-term trader. I don't really care which way these markets go. I just want to be on the right side of the trade when I'm taking a trade. The DIA, we go over this one because people were asking. A little bit flat on the day, pretty much the weak horse, but what's dragging it down? Let's see. I don't know. Goldman's up a little bit. JPM's up a little bit. There's got to be, one stock dragging this thing down. Anybody know? Punch it in the Dow. That's what's holding it down. Is Visa down or MasterCard or maybe Nike? But we'll go over some stuff in a little bit. So let's go over the IYT. See IYT, yeah, IYT's down too. Again, this one, if this one's not leading the way, guys, then you got to keep an eye on this. You got a big area coming up with this trend line here. So be aware of that. If you are short the IYT from up in this area, every time it hit double top, you could probably chisel a little bit off here. If you want to be a pig, let's wait for pattern. This thing goes sideways in a bearish manner. It could possibly end up moving down a little bit lower. So be careful on that one. Again, these markets can go up. I don't know. We're going to find out more come Wednesday. I'm hoping down on more of a bearish sentiment, and we'll go through this stuff as time goes by today. USO. If I can punch it in right, USO, we'll get it. Yeah, so it's holding this area. I think there was a gap fill down in here. Let's see. No, low pivot down here. You had the gap fill up here at 1044, so it's holding on for dear life. Again, if we go, you get this big red bar, you're expecting lower prices, which we did. Now let's see if we could go sideways. And then the next one, next setup here, let's see if we can fill this gap down here at 1006. I still think we're going into the nines. Personally, but we'll see. I mean, they can manipulate the dollar. The central banks come on Wednesday, make everything go up and down, and see what's happening here. So if you're still short with us, I covered half the SCO, or I sold half of the SCO, which is I think it's a 3 times leverage ETF. I don't even know. I still have a position here short of the USO too. It's a small position, but I'm going to hold on to that. But I hopped into the SCO. Well, this one was chopping around, and we did get this one too. Our average price was right around 33.76 or something like that. We sold half on Friday here, and I'm hoping we can maybe another 5, maybe another $10. If we get another 5, I'll sell a quarter or I'll sell half of the half and hold a quarter position. I'm still thinking we get up here into the $50 range if these USO starts breaking down. I'm still in the camp. USO is going lower, guys. That's just me. UUP, let's look at that one. UUP up $2, nothing crazy. Came into support. We almost had a gap we filled down here, but it's holding the 50 MA. Let's see if we could get back above the 20 MA. Possibly today, tomorrow. We'll see. They're going to be positioning themselves, the big boys, the central bankers, and see where this dollar goes. I'm thinking it's going higher, but we'll see. We'll see. Again, not bad. Choppy, sloppy, bullish action. A little bit down and sideways. So you have a 50-50 shot as long as it holds the 50 MA and the 20 MA. You should be okay. But again, if you're long the dollar, tighten the stops, and just in case if they drop it back down. We almost filled the gap here. Gap window held, never confirmed, right back up. But overall, if you were in the dollar around 24 and you're at $26, take something off the table. We had a trade down here. It was a while back, but as it moved up, we covered it. We took the, whatever, 7-8% or whatever it is. So that's what we're doing, guys. We're just taking short-term trades, getting in and getting out, and just, keep banging them up, out each and every week. I don't care what it is, dollar, gold, Tesla, whatever. I'm just trying to find good areas of support and resistance, try to trade these stocks. Again, I don't care. I'm more short-term, guys. If you're long-term, that's fine too. But for me, I really get the short-term gains and get the hell out and move on to the next one. Or I'll trade stocks over and over again. I don't care. If something goes out, if I bought this here, sold it there, pulled back, I'll buy it again, maybe for the next up. We knew resistance was coming up on the GLD, came back in. A little bit weak today. It's setting up a little bit bearish now, so be careful. If you're in that J-nug and you caught that little bit of a rally, take some off the table a little bit. But right now, still nothing wrong with this one. Weekly chart, I'm following a little bit more, closely. We came up to the 20 MA. It is holding the 20 MA at this point. So let's see if this can hold and possibly get up. That's the only way. That's the only reason this thing's holding right now, in my opinion. If this comes down a little bit more, we could definitely come into the 112 area. But one day at a time. We had a nice pullback here. Let's see if we could go right back up and continue. Again, we had great resistance up here on the weekly and the daily, so you'd expect a little bit of a pullback there. Let's look at JNUG real quick. I know there's some people in here and wondering what's going on with this. We're pulling back a little bit. You know, people are getting excited, but you know, you had a pretty good run up here, guys. You know, right into this little pivot here at $7, and now it's pulling back a little bit. So just be careful with this one. You know, we're still not out of the woods. You had a nice retrace here. Could go right back down. Hard to say at this point. I need a little more. I mean, this is intraday, so they're pulling it back. Again, if you're a technical trader, you bought here right at gap fill at 520, 525. You get $2 on a $5 stock. That's over 20%. Technicians are pulling their profits and saying, hey, you know what? I'm done. This is what it is. Technicians are buying here first. People are buying around here. They push it up. The technical guy who bought it down here at gap fill, they're dumping up here. That's it. So that's why you're getting a little bit of a pullback right now, but doesn't mean it's not going to go sideways here and set up for the next leg up. Nothing wrong here. A little bit of a pullback. I mean, this was a real good pullback. That tells me a lot of longs were going up here, and someone took this thing down, shook them all out, and now they're starting to go up. So the people they shook out here, they're starting to chase it. But technically, if you bought at this gap fill, you'd be dumping right here and saying, thank you very much. Let it pull back, do it again. Something like that. So, all right, guys, so let's get right to the charts here. Let's see. I think Kim from New York, GWPH. Yeah, we trade GWPH. We did this one. Is it back to double top again? Yeah, it's pulling back. Kim, you know what? This would have been my area right here to short when this thing popped up, hit double top, double top. You know, nothing wrong. I think this one's moving up and down on news. When it came up into here, we shorted it, came right back in, came back up. We shorted again, did it again. Then it chopped around. And, you know, I thought about doing it here. It wasn't a bad setup, but we didn't. I have my eye on it. And actually this, you know, I was waiting for double top again and never made it. Now it's pulling back. But now you have a topping tail on the daily, so be very careful with this. If you are trying to go long in this one, if you cannot stay above the 20 MA, well, you're above the 50 and the 200, which is okay. But if you can't hold this 50 MA, let's do another fib here before I keep going. So if you stick the fib from that low to this high, you're trying to hold the 382. I mean, if this 50 MA cracks, you're probably going here, and you're probably going to retest double bottom. I would think you're going back to the 200 MA at 109. So be real careful with this one. Unless this thing shoots back up and gets above the 20 MA, then higher prices. But again, I think this is one of the marijuana stocks, so you can get some action, some news in this one. But again, if you're long, just be really careful. They've been up, down, up, down, up, down in this one. And I think this with this topping tail here, this might be the next leg down, because this tells me they sucked everybody in here long. Oh, man, here it goes. Here it goes. This is going to be great. And here we go. And for me, if I would have took this trade at 136, 135, I got my $10 on the first half, I would be done with half at least, maybe even most of it in a quarter position here. But honestly, if the markets go, this can easily be at 109. So just be real careful with that one. I had a great weekend, Trey. Isaac, what's up, bud? Click. Alta, where do you think this goes by the end of the week? Yeah, you know, I don't really do like end of the week plays. I'm just looking at charts and seeing where this, you know, where this can stop. Right now, you got a little euphoria. The CNBC's hyping this thing up. It did come up on earnings. We did take it short. When it bombed on earnings, we covered half at 261. We started adding as this thing moves up. You know, it could go to 290. It might even hit 300. If it goes to 290, I'll probably add more short. If it goes to 300, I'll add more short. But at this time, it's just catching a bid with the markets. This thing, you know, it only has 628,000 on the day. It's a light volume stock, so it's not getting, you know, not a heavy traded one, equity. But on the monthlies, guys, still stretched. 220 here. We're at 287. Still a high flyer. Eventually, this will turn around and come down. Puts, you know, if you're looking to play weekly puts, this is a tough one. I would go out a couple months, but that I wouldn't play puts on anything right now. We are short shares in this one, so I got time. I don't care. I'm short shares in a lot of these high flyers, and I got time. I'm going to buy myself time. And if they come in, again, no more than 10% position of your total portfolio in one equity at a time. Start at 5% or even start a quarter. Say if you're going to do a $10,000 position, start with 5 right now. Maybe add another 2,500 if it goes to 290, and then add another 2,500 if it goes to 300. Because it is a big even number. This thing could go up there. mean, they got some hype. They got people talking. It's the best retail stock out there. You got to get in it. Da da da. Why would you get in it at the all-time highs? Wait for this thing to pull back. You might get this thing 20, 30, 40, $50 cheaper. Why would you buy up here? I don't know, guys. I just don't chase. I used to chase all the time. I just don't do it anymore. This is the one that just keeps on giving. For us, if this position goes upside down to 300, that's fine. Because you know why? Because I stepped up here short, I stepped up here short, and I stepped up here short. 3 times since September, we shorted this stock and got a good chunk of change out of it. And here, we're going to do the same thing again, and it's going to come down again. Once it gets stretched from the 20 MA or this yellow line, it's only a matter of time. Still has a little hype from the earnings play, so just let it play out a little bit longer, but eventually this thing's going to be coming in. And when it does, you'll get a $20, $30, $40 pullback. And if the market's coming even further, you might even get more than that on this one. So yeah, if you want to short this up here, just remember, don't go all in. That's where you're just going to get hammered. You might as well just turn everything off, donate your money to charity, because at least it goes to charity than Wall Street. Believe me, guys, I was one of the biggest donors at one point too. So don't be shy. Don't think I never lost money. I did. I lost my ass, and that's why I paid someone to teach me. I paid them for years, and they taught me. I refined my trading strategy and what I wanted to do. And when I take positions, I go in it. If you have a couple $100,000 account, if you're lucky, go $10,000 positions. Who cares? Go 20 if you want to, but no more than that. But knowing that your max would be 30,000, so go 20. Then if you have to, you go to a max position. Some of them that were at 10%, like my NVIDIA, my Goldman Sachs, my JPM, they're only at about 7% now because I've been banging out trades the last couple months. So now I can actually add to all these if I wanted to. But you know what? I'm in shares. I don't care. They're all high flyers. They'll all come in, and even if I could get out at break even, that's good enough. But again, in the meantime, I'm going to keep trading. I'm going to keep banging out trades. So I don't really care. Short GoPro. Let's see, short GoPro is doing well, but it's risky stock, buyout rumor. Yeah, see, that's the thing I don't like about GoPro. That's where you're going to get some rumors on that, especially in options X. So be careful with this one. Also, the current price looks like it's got a lucrative buyout candidate. Yeah, I mean, come on, look at GoPro, guys. Yeah, if you're short this thing, just be careful because you're coming in some areas, where some institutional money is going to step up and possibly buy this thing. It's going to be a quick bounce. But if you shorted this one, man, take some profit. Just lock it in right now. Honestly, it still could go to, at this point, I would look at, probably $7.50, $7, $6.50, all the quarter numbers, all the way to 5. I don't know if it's going to get there. It's funny because we had 866, we had 824, and that's where it blasted through that $8 even number. It held for a couple days, and then boom, it's going down more. But overall, this is slightly bearish pattern here at the lows. This could have been the dropout where they're getting everybody out because people are just like, oh my gosh, I just can't take this anymore. Get me out of this POS. I can't do it. Or maybe you get a 3-day flush. Usually they do it, a nice, like right here, they started shaking people out and they're starting to do it again. So if you're short, tighten those stops up, and if you have a good profit down here, take half off. You don't want to wake up with a buyout and the thing's at freaking $17 and you're getting hammered. So just be careful with those, because at any day you're damn right that this thing could get a buyout. I mean, look at the chart on this one. It's funny to me because it's GoPro. It's one of the best ones. Look at it go. Bam, bearish retrace, bam, little bearish retrace, and bam again, and it's still going lower, guys. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, I do have to say. But let me look on a monthly. Do I have something else down there? 824. Gosh, I even cracked through that. 824. Let me do some work on this to see if I can find something a little bit lower. I'll get back to you on this one. Remind me. I don't want to do it's work that I'm not showing anybody. That's how I come up with some of these numbers. It's all mathematical. It's all, well, it's just stuff. It's the way I trade. So no emotion. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Let's look at Tesla. Where are we at? $174. Yeah, still bearish, man. Still bearish below the MAs, 20 MA curls. You could get a pop out. Elon might tweet or something, but yeah, this is bearish. This is going to be going 218. The market sell. It's going right here. And I wouldn't doubt it goes lower. I still telling you, Tesla's going to be down in here somewhere eventually. This pattern plays out. It's going to boom. It's just going to steer step. Next thing is going to be here. Everyone's bullish on this. Like AMD, guys. Everyone's bullish. When everyone gets bullish on something, and you have a little topping tail up here too. God, on that retrace, short right there and go down. But yeah, this is bearish, setting up for lower prices. If it closes below, we got a gap here around 238. If it fills the gap, it keeps going, you're looking at lower. You're looking at least a 200 MA, and then we'll go from there. We'll wait for pattern. But right now, I'm thinking Tesla's going lower. But you know what? With the wild card, with the Fed coming up, anything's possible. But pattern-wise, at this point, looks like we're going lower. And we got back below this big trend line. That was the line in the sand. Popped it up, came right back in and right under it again. So that tells me lower prices to come. You do have big support down here with all the MAs on the weekly, but if it blasts through there, you're looking at down in here, the markets start to go. I still think Tesla's coming down, filling this gap at 150. Yeah, laugh at me now, but they all laughed when Apple was at 135, whatever year ago, and it went to 90. Apple at 90, you're insane. If that happens, I'm never trading again. Then it happened. So I was like, dang, when you coming? Good. Hey, what's up, Michael? Yeah, I this week I'm up and down. I got some jobs I got to do with my printing company, so I'll be on and off the mic all week. I'd rather be doing this, but we'll see. Is it just me, or is the volume really like? Yeah, it's low across the board. 28 million on the SPY. Just kind of hanging. Everything's kind of chopping around. IWM's coming in a little bit more, almost negative. The DIA is still chopping around 34. The IBB slowly fading. But ExxonMobil and USO, ExxonMobil's coming in a little bit more. And yeah, nothing. But again, nothing really wrong with the markets. But here, let's look at Netflix really quick here. We might be able to get something off. Just a trade, maybe a short trade possibly. Let's see here. Yeah, nothing. Look at that daily though, guys. You bought puts up here, you're just getting murdered. We wrote calls, so we're in great shape today. Well, I told a couple of the people that I'm consulting, take something off the table here. All of it, I don't mind all of it. I think the premium was, I'd have to look at the trade, but $9, and I think the premium here was right around $2 or something. Not. I'll let to see. I emailed stuff about a week ago to tell my guys, hey guys, think about taking something off the table here, because at this point Netflix is chopping around, still a little bit bullish, but it could pop higher. Today it's popping a little high. I don't know if they got news or something. It is option X, guys. This is the real shark week. So you got options that expire on Friday and they need higher prices or something. They will take it there. Look at Priceline, 1766. One of my guys has a huge position writing calls. His strike price is 1790, so keep an eye on that. I always tell him, I think your broker is going to take you out on all these trades. I told him to do 1810s, 1820s, a little above the 1800 number, but he didn't listen. So, and he's only he's only $25 away on Priceline. It's not funny, but man, it's like you got to listen, because I think they're coming to get him, if you ask me. So, all right, anyways, let's get back here. John, be careful giving pot advice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I hear you. That's why that's why I said it can have some news come out. This thing can fly. But again, looking at the charts, I don't really give a shit about the news. Double top, double top. This was a double top. So, it came into this area. And if you really wanted to make a case, you could start a trend line here and come here where it didn't make it through that. So, but, right now, this thing's saying lower prices to me. But got a topping tail. The way I would work this, if for me, it's too late to short. Shorting would have been this pop up here. But if you had to short it here, go a small enough share size to withstand the pain to add more, maybe 132, double top. If it gets past there, you're going to have to stop out, especially if it goes up on news. But at this point, this one's looking a little bit weak. Yeah, I know. 420, here we come, right? Cool, thanks. Yeah, no problem, Kim. Long TGT. Is that target? Yeah, not yet. Where's it at? 50? No, not yet. I'm thinking $50, guys, or lower. I had a good debate with another trader, and right after earnings, they're like, "Oh, this thing's gonna bounce. It's got great support." And I was like, I don't know. I think it might be going to 50. Again, they all laughed. You have the 200 MA. Let's go to the weekly. See, I'm playing it like this guy. You got this big red bar here, and you're selling off from a high pivot. A little bit of bearish. Look what they do. Bearish. So we sell off from a high pivot. bearish consolidation, retrace. All the suckers get back on board. Oh man, here it goes. The target's going back to 72. Then you get the talking heads, the CNBCs. You'll get the analysts come on. Well, target at these prices are good. I would step up and be a buyer. We're going to upgrade this thing to 80, maybe 86. Yeah, because it's target. We're the experts. We know. And then it has earnings, comes crashing down, and we're right back into these double bottoms here. And that's pretty much what it's holding. And it's holding the 5-0 retrace, but it's looking really weak to me. I'm still thinking lower prices to come. Looking at the monthly on target, you got the 200 MA right there, and it hasn't touched the 200 MA since 2009. I think it's going there. If it blasts through there, I'm thinking 48 bucks down in here. The markets start to go, you might get lower prices. Believe me, guys, if the market's correct and they pull back, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20%. I don't know what they're going to pull back. But if they pull back, we're going to find areas on all these stocks to go long, because when this market pulls in, it pulls in good. Yellen and her henchmen are going to come in and push this thing up. I'm hoping it drops 40%. It's at 40%. We will find areas on the SPY, the IWM, the Qs to load up and ride this thing long. Right now, we're riding them down, and eventually we'll be bulls again and riding them along. I don't care. I got my bear costume on right now, guys. I don't care where these markets go. Yeah, major support. There is support here, but let me tell you, after these, look at the monthly chart. That's some ugly red bar selling. And I still think we're too close not to come into the 20 or the 200 MA. We're just too close. But it's a monthly chart. Monthly charts have a tendency to pierce, because remember, it's going to close at the end of the month. So if it pierces, I'm thinking it goes to the 618 here at 48 bucks. If it gets here, double bottom around 45, this is where you want to possibly step up. The markets are still done. If the markets are dumping, you're looking at 40 bucks. That's just the way it is. But again, one day at a time. On the daily chart, if you look at that, it is setting up a little bit bearish. You are down sideways, starting to break down. Line in the sand for me, at least right now, it's 54.40. If it breaks that, you're definitely going to that $52, $50 area. If you're long in this one, just tighten the stop. Be careful. If you're short, from up in here, up in there before earnings, just enjoy the ride. I think you get a little bit lower. But if you're short from 66, you got to take something off the table here. At least me. Don't get stuck in this and they got some news and whatever, and the thing pops right back up and screws you. When you got profits, guys, take them. Don't wait for a loss and then go, oh, shit, I'm just going to take my loss, whatever. I'll try it another time. So just take the money and run. If you've been following me, you know how I work. And again, all my trades aren't going to be perfect, but let me tell you, I'm going to try to do the best I can for you guys. What ones are you looking for now? Just got into the chat. If you don't, yeah, I'm not looking at anything really now. We're just going through charts. People are plugging stuff up, putting stuff in the live chat. So we're just looking at just looking at stuff. I have stuff on the radar, but right now we're in the middle of lunchtime too, so I'm not really looking. If the markets do start to break down, not that they will, then what we'll do, we'll start looking at like the price lines. We're looking at some of the high flyers to see if we get a pullback. Because if the markets start to come lower, ones that are, a couple bucks up in the green, they might, like a Tesla might be pulling back, but again, we'll go through charts, find resistance. If they're going up in the resistance, we'll see if they pull back. If they're coming into support, we'll see if they bounce. But right now, markets aren't really doing anything. 28 million on SPY, pretty boring day. Started playing just Alta guess if I can keep hitting that. Cool. Played it so much, kind of boring. Yeah, no, I hear you. Hey man, this will be the 4th time I played Alta, and since September, and it just keeps giving me, a payday. So a little bit upside down in the trade now, but no big deal. But yeah, just be careful. If the SPY comes in and everything, that will be coming in a little bit. MLB. Let's see that one. Check. I don't know. Is it MLB? I don't know. I'm 46 years old. These short acronyms or whatever you call them are MLB. Is that a stock, MLB? Or is that Major League Baseball? I hate doing it. Yeah. Brian, I was a massive donator 8-9 years ago. I might as well just gave all my money to charity and then got like a donation plaque or something, Hey, you donate to the Phoenix Children's Hospital. Good for you. Thanks for all your money. It would have been better. I would have felt better about it. But that's why, Brian, I got to the point, I was like, holy crap. I got to tell my wife that I'm losing all our money, and I need to find someone that can teach me, and hopefully I can make money. I found that, paid a couple guys for a couple years, learned how to trade technically, and never looked back, guys. So, yeah, my buddy wrote some calls on Priceline, a massive position too. Yeah, agreed on Tesla under two. Yeah, it's not gonna be. A lot of people, I'll tell them, yeah, Tesla at 200. They're like 200. There's no way that's gonna happen today. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen today. But if the markets come in, it's all gonna come down. That's why I'm looking at Netflix too. If you're not short Netflix, guys, on a swing trade or a small position, don't take puts. I've been telling everyone to short, but do not buy puts right now. They can hold these markets up for another 3 months and you're just going to get squashed. You got to take it one step at a time. Sorry, hold on. Let me put on a chart here. I'll put a target back on there. One at a time, guys, just slowly but surely. These things will come in if the markets come in. Let's look at, yeah, Priceline, PCLN. We wrote them at 1790, and here they come. They expire on this Friday. Man, I told get above the even number at least. I mean, it's going to be close call. The option still came in. He's up a couple $100,000, but he likes to go all the way to the end. It's like, damn. And then if it doesn't make it, then he gets all pissed. Well, what the hell was that? That was a shitty trade. It's like, yeah, but that wasn't my trade. My trade was at 1820, 1810. Got to get above the even number. And I would have went another month out. I would have done Marches. It's insane. So, but hey, whatever. It's not my money. SPY's coming in a little bit. IWM's coming in a little bit, so be careful with that. Looks like they're chasing. Yeah, exactly. Chase it. Chase this thing up. I mean, really? It's just. I guess I shouldn't talk. That was me. I'd be buying right here too. Oh my God, some talking heads at 18 or 1900. That's another $125 up. I better buy my 100 shares. Hurry. And then next thing you know, boom. This is monthly chart stretch job. This is coming down too eventually. Markets sell. They're all coming down. Mark my words. It's called a market trade, guys. MTN, is it going up on us? Yeah, this one's fine still. We're short this one, so just hold tight. Monthly stretch job coming in. It popped up here, coming back in a little bit. So let's see if we can just hold on. Monthly chart. Puts are tough, like I said. Monthly chart, that's how I'm playing this one, 141. We're stretched almost 50 bucks from that. Eventually, it might take a month or two, but maybe 3 months. This is a monthly chart, guys, coming off of a bullish pattern, popping up, could come right back in, and then, but it's coming down here. And if the markets break down, it can easily come down to 100 bucks. It should be an $80 trade. So just be aware of that. This is what I'm hunting for, high flyers. It is a light volume name, so it can move up. But honestly, you know what? If you happen to get it at 191, 192, and you're $5 in the money, you took 100 shares. That's 500 bucks. See ya. All right, let's see. Yeah, but yeah, that's fine. I don't. I'm sticking with this one. So, we posted this one on Twitter, I believe. Again, guys, I post a lot of stuff on Twitter. Go to that site, sign up. You know what? Honestly, everything's going to be on my my StockBookie site. Here, commercial time, StockBookie.com. Go to my site, sign up for the free membership. You'll get the emails, you'll get the alerts, you'll get all that stuff. I'm working on some spreadsheets on there. Another trader's helping me with that. But again, just do that. We added some to win today again. We took win here, 103.53, covered at 98.48. We took it again at 103.53. Why not? And if it comes back down to 98.48, we'll take half off and do it again. Might go up a little bit more win, but USO trade, Alta, we've been adding since that's going up. Pool. Some of these stocks are light volume names. This IDXX, this one, be careful with. This is a light volume name. It goes up a little more. But the MTM, we're in from 190. The SCO, we took half off here. This was when it split. My average price was 33.91. We took half off here. LLL, we started adding. A lot of these light names, just be careful. But when the markets come in, they will. Priceline 2, we shorted. It's going up in my face, but whatever. This one's a small position. Shop, we added a little bit more. This is what we're doing here. Thor, we covered half. That one keeps giving us. So, but again, some we're in a month, some we're in 2 months, some we're in a week, sometimes we're in a day. Yeah, Thor's at 97. I'm in a quarter position, so we got another couple bucks out of it. So I might. Thor's holding on to this area. I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, go to here. MO, J&J. What else here? We do a lot of stuff on StockTwits. Cat, we covered half. Toll we're adding as it goes up. PLCE, we're still a little upside down on that one. Halliburton, we covered half. So a lot of stuff's on here too. Not all. And you know what, guys? If you don't see a post, if a stock comes in and you're up 10% on the trade and you don't see a post, take it off the table. Sometimes I don't, you know, I go, I'm not in all these positions here, guys. So I'm trying to go through them and figure out, you know, I have them all on my radar, watching them all every day. So I do have that. But, you know, like if Door comes in, it's at $75, take something off the table. And honestly, shoot me an email and say, hey, did you sell half? So I know. Because if I'm not in Door, I'm watching it, but it's only me, guys. I'm doing live stuff. I'm doing videos. I'm doing this. Only one guy. Maybe if I do start charging, I'll hire somebody and pay him too, or her. I don't care. Boy or girl, don't care. Just give me a good trader. But MTM, no problem with that one. If you want to short, if you're not short right now, short it. You know, where was my entry? Because we were looking at it, and that's another one I got from the live session, guys. Yeah, so we're in at 190. So we're in you know, a couple bucks on the trade already. So thanks. I don't know who posted it, but rock and roll. Got that one on the live session. You know, I'll put the blessing on it and we'll take it. Why not? I always forget the live session. Yeah. Did you sign up for the membership, Gary? I think you did. You should have got the email. Fizz. We looked at that one. Fizz. Should we get bear costumes on for Snap? Yeah. Right? I don't even know. There's just not enough on Snap. We'll look at Fizz in a second. Yeah, they're wow. 21.52. If the market sell, it's going lower. For me, for these guys, I would play even numbers, 20, then it would be 15, then it would be 10. Look at the volume. Everyone got excited. And there's already bag holders on this one. Oh, it's Snap, it's going to go up. And then next thing you know, it's at 15. Oh, it's Snap, it's going to go up. Then it's at 10. This bag holder dumps. Then it shoots back up to 25. And the same guy who bought here lost his ass. He's buying at 25 again because he can't help himself. I have to do it. And then the talking heads come in and they upgraded 14 times. And hurry up, it's cheap down here. Kind of like AMD. They're getting everybody sucked in that one too. All right, so Fizz. We looked at this one last week. Is it going up more? Yeah, look at that. 74.91 was the area. I don't know why. Let me look. Is there double top or something? Maybe a mathematical number. I don't know why I have that one up there, but there's always a reason. I would say 75. Look at that though. So we're up another $1.57. So we were saying let's wait for this one. If you wanted to start to nibble, you can. I'm gonna wait for the 75, maybe the Pierce of, and see if we can get a little bit more. But I love the fact it came in, it retraced right back up. We're back above the highs. I think it's a soda company or something, but eventually the market sell, it's going down. It is a light volume name, so be careful. But yeah, I mean, Jonathan, I like this maybe a little bit more. You know, if you I know you guys want to do puts, and I know it's in you. But if you do it, just make sure you add a little, buy one put, add more at 75, 76. If you have to add one more, go a month or two out. If you start getting your butt kicked, you just got to exit the trade. But for me, I would do shares, even a $10,000 position. Who cares? It's 125 shares. If this thing pulls back $5, it's a good payday. Out, on to the next one. Take that money, put the capital into use, and keep trading. That's what we do. This is what we do here, guys. Get the bear costumes on. Yeah, right. I got my bear costume on. I'll have my bull costume on eventually, guys. Just not right now. Wait for these markets to give us a good pullback, and then we'll be looking for longs. All right, AMBA. Hold on. Why am I doing a 10-minute here? My time doesn't change in Arizona, so I'm getting up an hour earlier now. So I'm a little bit beat up right now because of the weekend. But AMBA, let's see here. Right now, if you take this low read, let's do some bigger work. So on this one, you're into the 618, almost 750. So you can have pretty good resistance up here, as well as the 20 MA and the 200 MA. Right now, you got the slow retrace coming off this low. So it came up, retraced back to here, almost filled the gap, came right back down. You're holding support or trying to around the 50 MA. Let's just look on the weekly real quick. There's got to be something on the weekly here. Yeah, so you're holding these MAs. Yeah, so on the weekly, if you get above and stay above the 50 and the 20 by the end of the week, it should possibly go up and retrace again. If it can't get above there, then you're possibly setting up for some lower prices. If the markets sell, you'll go right back down. This could have been a pop goes the weasel move, get everybody long again, and then flush it in their face the rest of the week. Again, it is options X, guys, so be really careful with this. They might need higher prices, maybe 55 strike price, maybe a little higher on this. If so, they'll hold this thing up until, let your options expire. Because think, if you took puts here, you're getting paid, and today you didn't sell down in here. Now you're like, ah, shit, what's going on? Options shot up. You're up, not upside down, but you just lost, 50% of your trade, and now you're like, oh man, what do I do? What do I do? So if you didn't sell on here, that was your look at that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days down. That would have been a great trade. Other than it didn't make it quite in the double top or gap fill, I mean, right up here. But it's pulling back. But now let's take a smaller retrace on this one just to see where this level is. Maybe the 382, 5.0. So retrace to the 5.0. So for me, if it gets above these moving averages, the 20 and the 200, then maybe back to double top up here. If it can't handle it, they might just turn around, come right back down. Right now, it's kind of a 50-50 shot in this area. It did go 50% on the retrace and pulled back, as you can see on the 10-minute. Holding strong. Volume wasn't bad today, so someone needs higher prices in here, so they're just pushing it. So for me, if you don't have a position, there's nothing to do. If you're long, you need to get it back above the MAs. If you're short, it needs to come right back in, close below the 50 MA, and continue down. If it continues down, there's a gap down here to be filled at 48.54. So you can get another $5-6 out of this thing. But again, markets with 29 million on the SPY, not doing too much other than screwing people in options basically. Check Mobley. I think that's Mobley. Oh wow, look at that. So they might have did they have a buy? They might have a buyout rumor or something. If they have a buyout rumor, I wouldn't touch it. Look at the monthly real. Wow. Ooh, right back. Ooh, look at that. I mean, you're right into this double top here, which isn't, it isn't now because you're going through price, but it is still a pivot, so you're still going to get something there. Hold on, let me scroll down here. Any rumor on that one or anything on the MBLY? Is that rumor? Is that look at that shit though, right in the options X. God dang it. It's unbelievable, guys, what these guys can do. Let me know if that's anything with that. They got bought by it. Yeah, nothing to do then on this one. That's why it's up. This thing's gonna get pegged and that's it. Wow though. But you know what? Whoever freaking bought options, I mean calls, you're killing it now, but puts that's the news. Yeah. So I'm only it's done, not a room. Yeah. So nothing to do. But I like what you're looking at, Michael, there. Double top, nicely stretched. But yeah, nothing to do if it's coming out on that one. No. Stay away. Stay away. It'll probably just stay right there until whatever happens. Let's open the strong downward movement on GDX the last 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I was looking at that. Even the gold, too. The gold was pulling back right there. Kind of caught that. Probably just profit takers. If you took the GLD and you took this bounce down in here, or actually here, let's look at the daily. If you took the GLD, well, on an intraday basis, nothing wrong with this one. The dollar might have shot up or something, but again, gold is okay. I mean, it's still a little bit weak being below here, but I would love it to get back, above these MAs. But right now, nothing wrong on the weekly chart. We're holding that 20 MA, so as long as we hold that 20 MA on the weekly, I'm okay. If we get below that, there's your gold. It's getting a pop. I think a lot of it's in intraday action. They're shaking out people. People go short down here, and then they shake them up. They cover, they go long, then they'll bring it down, bring it up. I had a guy that used to work for one of the big boys, and his job basically was to shake people out all day. Make them chase it up, and then they'd shake it down, make them chase it up. And usually you're trading against each other, the market makers, maybe by themselves. Then you get one or two traders buy something. That's why as a technical trader, guys, that's why when you're finding good levels for a pullback or a bounce, there's 10,000 other technical traders doing it. So market makers can't, screw you up. And that's why when we're taking a bounce on an intraday trade, we get in, we want to be the first one in and the first one out. By the time we're already done with the trade, everyone's going, oh, this thing's going up. And then all of a sudden it reverses and goes right back down their face. Take our 20, 30, 40 cents, take 1,000 shares on whatever it would be, take our 400 bucks and get the hell out. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, but yeah, that one's coming in a little bit more. So just I'm long gold, so I'm in a swing, so I'm in around 110. So whatever. Let if it goes down a little bit more, whatever. And if it keeps going down, I'll add more down here. Should we short kite now? Yeah, I've been watching that one. Oh man, I still like that 90 even number. I mean, today, I mean, right here would have been the area, but it's still never. Everyone's waiting for 90. Let's see if we could get. It's starting to slow down here. I think they had earnings right on this move here. Let's see if we could get one more push up. Maybe the markets move up on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We get past up here, and then we could take a stab at this one. Yeah, we had earnings, I think, back in here, some news or whatever, came back, retraced right back up, getting a little bit of a tail here. If we get a topping tail here, we'll see if we can retrace back up, and then we'll take the short. But right now, I mean, if you want to take a small position, you can. If it gets to 90, no, you got to add more, but it could get to 95. It could get to 100. I'd rather wait to 90 than add at 95 than add at 100. Get your average price around 95 and see if it could come in. But right now, it is a hell of a move from 53, so it is a little getting extended. So I like that. I'm trying to just wait, patiently wait it out, because that's why too, because you have these double tops. That was the other reason why. Still like it a little. I mean, I'm trying to be really patient. Today, I mean, up here would have been that. Well, even then though, you didn't really. Even for a scalp trade, I still would have liked, past 89, the pierce of 89. Did pierce 88, went a little bit higher, then pulled back. That would have been a pretty good trade here. Actually, been a real good trade there. But it's still news around this. Let's see if we get up a little bit higher, then take it from there. Look at Tesla over the past 3 tiers, past 3 years or tiers. I think you said, yeah. That's what I got a friend. I met him on Stock Twitch. I always bust his balls about this trade. He's a Tesla bug. He loves it. That's what he loves. But every time it went into all-time highs, I was like, dude, sell it, man. And well, I'm long term, but yeah, but 262 to one, you could have gained at least 20, 30 bucks on your position. Bought somewhere in here. Up here, I begged him, sell. I said, it might go to 300. If it does, definitely sell. Held it again. He could have gained another 50 bucks on the trade. Here, I was like, you're back in the double top, filled the gap. You got to sell. I'm holding on. I'm holding on forever. And it's like, I came back in, did it again. Then it retraced back up. I'm like, here's your other chance. You could have sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on this trade and gained at least the minimum 30 bucks. So that's $180 on the trade. Your average price would be 10 bucks, 20 bucks. Then you hold on to it forever. Who cares? Actually, then it goes up to 300. I'd sell it all and then let it crash down. Then I would take all the money I put in, put all the profits, half the profits back in, and then buy it. But that's how, we shorted here, and we're short. I don't know what the exact price is, but as it was going, that's why, even if I'm in trades upside down, guys, if it comes in a double top, I'm gonna put trades out there. Because if you didn't short something, say we shorted here from 250, we're upside down 80 or 30 bucks or whatever when it was coming up. If you guys weren't short from here from 250, then here's your chance, short it. Boom, 30 bucks, get out. I'm still holding the trade or whatever. That's why I post trades. I can't, if I'm not in them, I'm sometimes I don't, I'm trying to keep track of them the best that I can. But again, I'm going to come up with a spreadsheet, hopefully on the StockBookie.com site, where I can punch everything in so you guys can see what's going on. Because just to say we shorted Tesla at 250 and it's at 280, and if it's coming to double top, you got to short it. We're coming, thinking resistance here, whatever stock it is. But if even on NVIDIA, we were short as it kept going up and up and up. It was like, gosh, guys, at 120, you got to take a shot at this thing. Short it. Well, you're in it. You're upside down. Yes, I know I'm upside down, but I wrote calls on it. I've scalped it. I've done intraday stuff on it. I don't know where I would have to go back through all my 5,000 trades or whatever. And but right now I'm doing NVIDIA. I'm still out of the money. But if it comes in, it comes in. Goldman Sachs, same thing. I've done short-term trades. I've done intraday scalping on that one. I don't care. That's what we're doing here, guys. Just got to keep trading. But Jonathan Kite, Oh man, I'd love a little higher. If you got to do it. But just beware. I mean, look at that Eiffel Tower, guys. It's going to come back in. I would say at least, you know, maybe down to 75 bucks. You could probably get 10 bucks out of this one, but it could give us one last pop up to say, hey, shorts, you're taking it now. Because one last pop out, that gets all the shorts just to say, oh my God, I'm out of this thing. I can't do it anymore. Been there, guys. But not knowing technicals, knowing that you were in the double top here, triple top actually, saying, look what it does. Every time it goes up, what does it do? It goes straight down. This time could be a little different, but usually it isn't. Let's see if we could get a little bit high. I'd love a Pierce 92, 93, and then drop the bomb on this thing. That's we had a ton of positions out there short. I want to make sure these are going to get stressed a little more before I get them on. If they come down, then it's going to go down without me. But if you're not in a ton of positions, this one's not too bad. Let's see if we could get a little higher prices on it, though. I'll be all herb on the watch, wait for the downturn in April, then didn't feel good about the short. John, I'm like you, man. Short everything. You have helped in turning me more bearish. Yeah, and you know, right now we're bearish, Michael. We will have our bull costume on eventually. So, you know, guys, again, if you're new to the room, you never, you know, you're to the live stream, check it out. SPY. The reason why I am bearish, because everyone's busting my balls over the weekend too. I did a little bit of things last night. You know, if you think these markets are going to go higher, I mean, they can. Don't get me wrong. .com boom, crash. Housing boom, crash. QE 1, 2, 3, central bankers out of control, keep the rates at 0. It's coming, guys. We might go up a little. I have a level at 242.39. I also have a level at 252.14 if we do go up. I would love to see one big push up on huge volume, a nice reversal, and then the crap out. You know, just like here, goes up, comes in, goes up, crash. Goes up, comes in, kind of chops around, one push up, nice reversal on the monthly, straight down. You know, so you got to be careful. This is the reason why I am bearish. You can't be bullish at the top. Imagine if you were bullish right here. Bullish right, well, everyone was bullish right here. The .com, the Googles, oh my God, I got to get in. The Kramer said, oh my, it's time to buy the markets. No, the markets down here was the time to buy. Right here too, after we get a huge rally for 7 years. Oh my God, we're at the highs, time to buy. Hurry, it's cheap up here. Boom, double top, straight down. Here we are again. Hurry up. But Jim Paulson says it's another 10% maybe. And then Buffett's buying Apple at the highs. And Tepper even came out. And Siegel said Dow 30,000. I mean, those guys, they've been right for 8 years. I got to keep listening. It's conditioning everybody, guys, to never sell until it does. And then when it comes down, you got all the retail buyers buying up here. You got all the retail buyers selling down here because then CNBC's down here going, market turmoil tonight at 7. How low can the markets go? You know, just like here, just like here, just like here. When we had that big flash crash in 2015, we wrote it down. We went long. We didn't ride it all the way long, but we got a good move. When it came back up here, we shorted again. Came right back in. We went long again here. Unfortunately, we didn't, you know, we took a little bit out of this one. Then when it's been going up, we shorted. Going up, we're adding more right here. That's what we do. Short-term trader, long or short, don't really care. Just want to be on the right side of the trade. And for me, we're long in the tooth. We have an 8-year bull rally here as of marked last week. We're getting long in the tooth up here, guys. It's not a matter of when or if, it's a matter of when. And timing these market tops, it's tough. That's why we're just slowly adding shorts across the board as this thing stays buoyant. Shares only, no puts. 9 new hit on the J&J, but dang, how long will the bull guy? Yeah, got this feel like anytime. Sharip, you said someone has to make money off the table. Yeah, where's the J&J today? Let me see. I think it's still hanging out there. Yeah, a little bit higher. Big deal. But yeah, that's why I'm short, guys. I can't go long at the all-time highs. I mean, yes, it could go up higher, but it's going to go up without me. Sorry. And again, we'll find another trade up here and we'll do it again. Fizz is showing signs of short rip. I'm watching NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA too. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to that Fizz. Yeah, Fizz, like I said, a little bit more we could possibly enter. Right now, looks like they pop it up and look, it just stays. 278,000 on a day, not enough volume to do anything. Again, I'm looking at the monthly chart on that. That's how I'm following that beast. I don't really do options only shares. I should get better educated in options really. Yeah, I'm learning options. I talk to people about spreads, about this. I would like, I write calls and write puts. That's what I love to do, period. Hey, that's how I've traded options for last couple of years. Puts and calls, I will do those once in a while. I've done calls on or on puts on Netflix, a couple other ones. But you get that pull, like I said, I'll go $1,000 position, $2,000 position. If I make 500 or a grand, I pull it. I don't care. 500 or a grand, that takes my family to the horse track and we could tear it up. Or that takes my family to Top Golf. We could go golfing, eat food, take two other families with their kids and pay for everything. That's how I roll, guys. I don't care. $1,000, shit. Do that every day. There's 220 trading days a year. $1,000 a day. That's 220 grand a year. So when you get a chance, PANW, yeah, we looked at that last week. They had that earnings. They just got shit kicked out of them. We came into double bottom. This 50 MA here on the monthly. We do have support down in here, but let's look on the daily chart. Daily chart, this thing's just chopping around. We did have a good pop up back here. Nice retrace. They're trying to get some longs back on. Oh, it's going up. Hurry up. It got beat up. The allure of, oh my gosh, it's way down here now from 150. This is cheap. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it can't go lower. Markets go lower. It's going to be a $100 stock. So at 114.46, you had great support. That's what it's holding. This thing reverses and comes right back in. You're going lower. So be careful with this one. If you are long, from this pop up, just tighten that stop up. You could be right back down to 114. It cracks this area, but see how they held they're holding the 200 MA on the weekly as well with this pivot. Big area, but you get a big ugly bar like this, you could possibly have lower prices to come. Markets floated up here. What did this do? Floated right up into frickin' the death, into the earnings or whatever happened and straight back down. Doesn't mean we can retrace right back up. For me with this one, if you're long, tighten those stops. If you're short, same thing. You might actually retrace. If this retraces back up into these areas, 145, 140, I will definitely give this one a short position. But if you're long down here, it's starting to chop sideways. This can easily go lower. But, the rate, as you can see, it goes down, goes up, comes in, goes up, comes down, goes up. Doesn't mean it will. Right now, there's just not enough pattern telling me anything on this. The daily's not bad. You do have some down move, bearish consolidation. We did have the pop up. If this thing reverses right back down, be careful if you're long. If we crack this, low bottom here at 113.80, it's going lower. Where it can go, it's got to be a gap fill or something down below here. Oh, you got another pivot here too. So if this gives out it here, let me stick that in there. So you got another pivot there at 111. So you do have more support if you're long. So that's good. Yeah, if the markets start to go, you're probably going right there, 88.04. You'll hit the even number. There is some support here. You have a little bit of consolidation chopping around. $100 would be the next support. So if you crack through the double bottom, you go through 111 area, you're probably going to 100. Then if the markets are dumping, you're going to $88 or so. So be careful with this one. Kite looks like it might bounce off the 20 MA on the 30-minute chart. I'm not sure. I follow the 10, the 60, the daily, weekly, monthly, so I'm not really sure. On the 10-minute chart, it looks fine. Not looks fine, but you're back to the lows of the day, chopping around. 60-minute for me. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, 60 minutes okay. I mean, it still has some support down in here. So if this thing comes right back in, it should hold with the light volume. But again, if the market starts selling, you'll probably crack through this one. PANW, or is that the one? Oh, no, you're looking at, oh, hold on. But yeah, right now you're okay intraday and 60 minutes as long as it holds these. But even on this one, 60 minutes, if it gets below these and starts heading lower, then you might be in trouble here. Just watch for that. Kite, let's look at that one. Yeah, Kite, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Kite. I mean, you're above the MAs on everything. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but I'm saying you're coming into triple top, so just be careful. If you're long from down here from earnings, you got to take something off the table. Right now, you popped up a little bit of a retrace. And the retrace, this is how I would be playing this one. I'm not, because it's just a high flyer right now. If you stick the retrace back in there, you retrace back to the 750. You're trying to get back. You're at the 50% retrace. This is all short-term trading here, guys. Oh, I got a guy from New York. Should I take the call? It's probably a broker. I'll put him on speaker. Should I put him on speaker and we'll rip him? Nah, I won't. I won't do that. It might be one of these guys who've been calling me. I think tell him I'm a consultant, guys. You need to start paying me. And I'll give you trades. But I think it's the same guy that's been calling me. I've been giving this guy good trades, and finally I told him, I said, dude, we're done. If I used you as a broker and I wasn't giving you any money, would you be giving me your trades? No, I am done. I've given you a lot of good trades in the last couple months. It's time for you to pay me. So especially these guys. These guys have so much money. It's like, yeah, whatever. You're paying me a good chunk of your trades. Wow, what is this? This is New York. It's kind of bizarre that they're right after. Oh no, that's somebody else. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so this one, yeah, it's holding strong. I mean, it's not bad, you know. And if you want to go more on an intraday basis, 60-minute with Kite, if it starts getting below the MAs and it's looking weak, then you're possibly going down. But right now, nothing wrong with Kite. Kites, let's see here. They got bought out for 30. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, just stay away from the one that Mobley. Yeah, Intel is buying them. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. That's the news from Mobley. Mobley, it's done, not a rumor. Yeah, just stay away from that. Short brokerages, securities, high flying. Let's see those. All right. All right. So let's see SCHW. Let's check out that one. 2 million on a day. Okay, I do like that. Yeah, there's another one. Jeez, gosh, I think it's unbelievable. Let's see if they. Yeah, all right, not yet though. All right, this one here, you can maybe start to nibble. I don't know what it is, but just looking at charts right here, that's your area. I'd say 50 bucks on this one. Let's see if we can really get a stretch job on that. So keep that one under your radar. It could still go up to double top here. I'd say 45, pierce the even number. If it gets there, it could possibly go to 50. If it goes to 50, that's a dead on short. Great call on that one. Keep this one on your watch list, guys. If you want to, take my email, stockbookie@gmail.com. Send me an email with this one. Keep an eye on it. If it does get closer, shoot me off that. Hopefully it's in a live session, and we'll put the blessing on it and possibly go. But again, stocks like to go to like the $50 area, the $45 area. It's trying. We did get above these pivots here too. Right now, I think it's shooting for that high pivot, then possibly 50. So just let's see if we can wait patiently on that one. Love that though. It's almost there, guys. A little bit more. But see how it was really stretched over here too, and it came back in. I think this one could possibly go a little bit more. But 45 could be the end of the road. Keep an eye on that one. Great call on that one. ETFC. ETFC. Yeah, nothing for me on this one. This is actually a big bearish pattern, just consolidating. They're waiting for a buyout or something. I don't know who they are, but yeah, nothing for me to do on this one. I got to see extended plays. Let's look at the daily really quick though. Yeah, I mean it's retracing back up. You made a high, lower high. If you want, if you are playing this one, if you're long, you got some resistance coming up in this area here. If you're short, got a little bit of a bearish pattern here. You're below the MAs. You get it back above here, you probably shoot up into this area, maybe fill the gap. If it does stay here and this pattern starts to play out, you got a gap down here, then you have some low pivots in this area. But ultimately, if the markets do start to break down, you're probably going to 30 bucks on this one. But maybe you get one more push up, get everybody on board, then they flat out, sell it off. But this one, yeah, you're kind of 50-50 right now. It's been chopping around since December, so. But not a high flyer in my books. AMTD. Yeah, this one, look at that, down, bearish pattern, inside bar, goes to the top, next wave down. This one's looking weaker. You're back below the 50 and the 20, setting up for lower prices. Doesn't mean it can't retrace back up. See how it retraced here? This one could retrace back up to the 20. If you are long, just tighten the stop. If you get back to, the 41, 42 area, pull some off the table. It could move up one more time to the 50 MA, to this gap window right here. Let's stick a fib in here just to see where it could possibly go. Yeah, fib. I mean, you got the 250. This. I mean, it could go back up in here. You get back to 44 bucks if you're long. Pull something off. You know, if you're short here, just hold on. For I see this thing, you know, a little bit bearish, but it doesn't mean with the light volume markets it can't retrace back up and then make the next leg down. But right now, this is looking a little bit weak to me. Holding these areas. You do have a slight pivot down here. Got a couple gaps down here to fill, but ultimately you got a gap with a little bit pivot right around 33 bucks. So if this thing starts to break, first level here, support, what would be this gap right here, right in that area. Then you still have a gap fill here too. But ultimately, I think if the markets give it up, you'll be about 33 bucks or so. On the high end, you got to get back above the 20 to 50, then possibly come up here to fill the gap around 46. So right now, you're kind of in between, but this is setting up bearish to me. Yeah, that's freaking New York. They never leave messages. But yeah, I had a couple guys call me in the last like month or two. I had guys calling me about 6, 7 months ago too. Same thing, giving them good trades, banging them out. All right, guys, when are you going to pay me? Well, it's like, all right, dude, then good luck with everything. And you should see these calls they give me. It's like, what? It's like, dude, this thing ran like, it's like this. This thing runs from 32 to 47, and they're like, I got the next best trade for you. And I'm like, all right, let me pull. What do you got? It's AMTD. I'm like, it's like, do you ever look at the charts? And I'm like, no, not really. But hey, give me a minute. Let me pull them up. All right, AMTD. All right. So you're telling me to do is chase this thing, right? You're a Wall Streeter, right? So you know what chasing is, right? Yeah, I know what chasing is. Then why would you have me chase this thing up at 47? Well, well, the fundamentals are there, and the insider buying's there, and this and that, and this and that. Again, why weren't you calling me when this thing was 33 bucks? You're telling me at 47, really? Well, yeah, but the guys in the back were saying, this and that, and then by the time I'm done with these guys, they're like, so what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a day trader, and I run a chat room. Oh, well, what's your website name? Then it's like, oh gosh. It's like, all right, buddy, if you need my help, just let me know. I'll consult hedge funds, but I will not allow you guys to sign up for my thing. And then, they probably have fake names or whatever. But, if I see a hedge fund sign up or somebody that I know or a name, I won't allow them to pay, they got to pay the price, put it that way. They're a hedge fund. They're an institutional trader. They have to pay me money. It's funny crap though, guys. Inside information, HBIU, we'll see a drop in about 3 tri-summit banks and my area, and their big deals look like a great buy. Which one? I don't have LIL, inside information. About, HTBI. HTBI. I don't. If you have insider information, I don't know. I don't. Just bought 3 tri-summit banks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the charts on this one, though, this is bearish. This is, as long as it stays below these MAs, this thing's setting up for lower prices. Markets go, it's probably going lower. What's the volume on? Yeah, volume 4,000 shares. No way. Stay away from HTBI. If they get news, it probably will go up. 4,000 shares. My big guy that I could consult, he could buy. He could come in here, buy 100,000 shares, and push this thing up to 26. For me, low volume names like this, that eventually it will get some rumor or something to move higher. For me, I can't touch those. NVIDIA. INVD. NVIDIA. Yeah, same thing. We're pushing up today a little bit. We are chopping around in a bearish manner here. Eventually, with options X, they're pushing it higher. They probably need to close above the 100 or 101, 102 area. So they'll probably push it up into Friday. If they can't get it above the 50 and the 20 MA with a closing price on Friday, I'd expect lower prices on this one. Let's look at the weekly really quick. Yeah, weekly, we're holding the 20 MA. That's why we're getting the bounce as well. It's been chopping around. Eventually they got to take it off. You got some puts on this one, probably some spreads, closing below 100, 101. So, why not take it up? They'll probably take it up to 110 and really just screw everybody. That's how these guys work, guys. Especially light volume. We got 30 million on the day on the SPY, and we've been doing this for an hour now. So we gained a couple million in an hour. It's been very, very pathetic. So NVIDIA, if you are short, you still have a topping tail on the weekly. If you want a short, let this thing retrace back up into 114, 115. If it does, then take it short. Right now, you're kind of chasing a little bit. you look at the monthly chart on NVIDIA, you still have a nice stretch job. It could still come in easily to 83 to 71 or 75 bucks. So I'd still wait for a little bit of a retrace. It's still a hot stock like AMD, they start hyping it up and doing all their crap. So just be careful with it. If you're long, tighten up the stops. I don't know. It could go higher with the markets, but at this point, I think we have a little more to retrace and then possibly higher prices. Do you think Gilead is about to reverse or continue lower? I'm debating on taking my profits from the last 3 days. All right, let's see it, bud. Are you short? So you're taking your okay, yeah. So you're short from the last 3 days. Honestly, we could probably come back into double bottom here. This is a week chart, but that's a monthly. Let's look at the daily really quick here. More short term, yeah. You had a nice retrace back up into this area. They get all the longs back on board. Here we fall. Let's put in a retrace here just to see. You got, this depends. You got options X and stuff. If you got profits, at least take half off the table. At least take, and if it comes back up, then add that half you sold, gain a couple bucks on it, and do it again. It goes back up and comes across these highs, then you're possibly going to have to get out. But let's put a retrace in here. We'll go shorter term trading here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, you're holding almost a 750. You did have a gap fill that it filled down in here, at least on a daily chart. So it is holding that, but with these freaking flatline markets, 30 million on the SPY. I mean, with options X, guys, they need higher prices. They can push this one up. But at this point, I mean, it's holding okay. I love the fact that it came up, retrace, came back up again. It's kind of rolling over. You are in a weak stance. You're below the MAs. Gosh, it's pushing up a little. I see what you're seeing. It's getting a little excited. Like here, you're probably like, oh my gosh, here it goes again. Today, you're like, oh yeah, here it comes. Woo, Gilead. And now it's retracing back up. And you're like, oh no, not again. But on the 60, you're below the MAs. I mean, if you get above this 20 MA and start going up, as long as you stay below the moving averages on every time frame, let's see on the 10-minute. 10-minute, you got above them. 10 minutes, not that big for a swing trade, but it is slightly bearish. You are a little bit stronger on this, but it's slowly just grinding on light volume, so be aware of that. Markets come in, you'll see this one come. That's how I would play it. Tighten the stop. If you have a nice profit, take a little bit off the table, take something off. And if it starts coming back down a double bottom around 67.45, you could take it off there. But at this point, with the markets like that, it could honestly bounce back up. You could play it from the 60-minute chart. If it gets back above the 20 MA and starts making a move for the 60, tighten the stop up. As long as you're below the MAs on the 60, you're below the MAs on the 20 or on the daily. Let's see the weekly. The weekly, anyway, excuse me, guys. The weekly chart, what I like about this, you pulled back, you're retracing inside this bar, and you came right back in. I'm thinking you probably go sideways and then next leg down. Market sell, it's going to go right back down to 65.44. I got a line here, 63.93. It's got to be a pivot. Yeah, pivot. But, you start pivot there, you got to pivot at 59, and ultimately you got to pivot down here around 47 or say 50 bucks. You got a gap fill, looks like, too, around 51 bucks. So, this thing's just been a death spiral, let me tell you. But again, it's Gilead. It could get some news. It could pop up. So if it was me and you got a nice little profit, I'd take half off, protect it. If it pops up, add that half you took off, or just let it go and stop out where you have a break even, one or the other. But right now, you're inside this bar. I'm thinking lower prices to come on this unless it gets news or something, because it is Gilead. It could have some drug out there. Look for that. Look for earnings. But right now, I'm still thinking lower prices on this one. You kind of get some poppy sloppy action. Pulls it back, pops it up. Pulls it back, pops it up. It is options X, so be really, really careful with this one. Okay, it looks like it might go to 100. Yeah, that's what I was saying with Kite. It went up on news. It went up on some, let's see here. Went up on news. You got 3 bars up on a weekly. I mean, 90 would be double top up in this area, but it doesn't mean it can't move. You are severely stretched. So that's the only reason why I think you could possibly pull back, but it doesn't mean that it can't go up another 1 or 2 days. It could go up another 3 or 4 days. That's why let's be really careful with these. We have a lot of positions on, so let's wait for this to possibly get up a little bit higher. Yeah, exactly. Same, even your date, my yeah, Michael. That's what. Yeah, we have a lot of excuse me, a lot of positions out there and they're short. So, I'd rather wait patiently. If this one doesn't come in, if it comes down, great. But let me tell you, I love that stretch job on her. It doesn't mean we can't pull, quick $10 and then possibly go up. So, all right, let's see here. Watching for that fib at 140. Can leg down, even though the price average maybe once, but they should be a decent return. Yeah, exactly. You got it. John, I know you don't like bullish bet. Oh, I like Michael. I will be bullish eventually. Hey, I'll if it gives me a good chart setup. But the problem is if something comes in right now and you're bullish, PANW, if you buy at a great bounce area, I don't know what I can let's see if I can pull something up. Let's just pull up Apple. Just to say, and this is how you got to play these things. So say this one bounces up, comes back in, you fill the gap, you're at the 200 MA. I'm saying, you know what, guys, this is a great bounce area right here. We could probably buy this area. But if you buy this area and the markets come in and they start really coming in hard, Apple's going lower. So I don't want to put people in a bullish position knowing that at any day these markets can pull back. And you start waking up to 200 down, 300 down, 400 down days on the markets. I don't care what support you got down there, it's coming in. That's why I'd rather short Apple up here. Even if the markets go up a little bit more, how much more is Apple going to really go up? Maybe 145, maybe 150 at the most, but it still has to get back above the 140 area. I'd rather put on bets that I know the markets are about to come in, or at least pull back a little bit. These things had a hell of a move from 104 to 140. I can't do that, even at good support. I mean, this would have been a good long right here. 104, you got the 111, pull half off, pulls back, and then takes off into earnings. But I just can't do that. And in a bull market, you let it go up, you wait for the retrace, and you buy back again. But, Apple comes back in, maybe kisses the 200 moving average around 112 again. I'll look for gap fill, maybe another fib. I'll be a buyer long. But I want to make sure the markets are going up too. I don't want to be in that point where the markets could go down tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I want to be with I want to be with the wind behind my back, not at my face going, all right, we're fighting this one. And we're fighting short positions. Don't get me wrong. But if we get paid on them, I'm pulling them and thank you very much. That's why, but Kite, I love that. I look for those stretch charts all the time. The PANW. Yeah, no, we looked at this one. Like I said, right now it's okay. It's holding this stuff. If it breaks the 114 area, it's probably going to go lower. 1127, and then you have some areas around 188 bucks ultimately. This is setting up for lower prices, guys. But again, markets stay buoyant, could go up. At this 30 million on the SPY, guys, anything's possible. So just be careful with it. Quite clear, sale bullish and horrible volume. Yeah, exactly. Volume 2 on that one too, on the Kite. Good feeling, maybe even tomorrow, exactly. INTC just downgraded. Really, gosh. So AMD's taking them out. Wow. So, and even on double top, we were telling short this thing. Look at that, right back down. Now it's breaking. Guys, if you're in Intel long, be careful. Downgrade. Well, what? Downgraded on options X, guys. Someone needs lower prices. Believe me. You had great support. You had a trend line. You had a 200 moving average. You had double bottom down here, and all of a sudden a downgrade on Intel. Gosh, 4 weeks ago, Trump was meeting with the president. We're building the $4 billion plan and blah blah blah. And this was the best thing since sliced bread. And now it's getting downgraded, coming in a double bottom at 33 or 34.84. So beware of that. But if we crack this trend line, we confirm it goes lower. Intel can easily be at 33 down here. And he's got a couple gaps, but ultimately he can easily go back down to 30 bucks. Honestly, it shouldn't be up here right now, in my opinion. But hey, it's Intel. It's going to be great again. So you have some areas down in this, market start to go. Beware. But this is just annoying. Look at that, nice retrace, double top. Everyone gets excited. It's Intel. It's going to 90, and then they probably same guy who downgraded right here probably upgraded at the highs. Same crap, different day. Yeah, Intel puts, yeah, that's why. You know, again, you should be shorting it right up here. Nothing to do here. Let it go down. You got double bottom. It could bounce off that. That gives, like I said, then you got lower prices to come. But that trend line here, they're gonna try to protect. You got the trend line and the 200 moving average on the daily. They're gonna try to protect that area. And if it doesn't, then someone needs lower prices. I'm looking at the monthly chart on this one. You had the 50 MA too as well at 34.67. So you got some great support up here. We'll see. They probably need it to go below 35 bucks to get paid. So let's see if they do that. Again, if it cracks, you know, honestly, 30 bucks right here, 200 moving average. You got these low pivots down here, down in this area here. Let's see, yeah, down there, and then you have a big pivot down at 27 too. So let's keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye if this thing breaks this area and it continues going. Intel's going to have lower prices to come. So those Intel puts expensive. Are they popping up? What is the catalyst for your claim? I'm not sure what they're talking about, but hey, John, thank you so much for the THO. That was a heck of a call. Yeah, man, how about it? I'm in a quarter position still on that one. I do call them real good sometimes, but wow, it's going lower now, huh? 96.71. But again, if it cracks this area, I have a quarter position. I'm thinking we could get a little low. I'm thinking at least 90, then ultimately right here, 87 bucks. So I'm a quarter position right now, guys. We took that off. But you know what? I traded this one over here too. We did it here. We took it off there, and same crap, different day. Actually, I think we took it here. I'd have to look back at the trade. Covered it, added, covered it. And then when it came back, we just took it off, went right back up. We started it again, and boom, damn. See, that one should have bought some puts, right? But after the fact, it's always easy to say, damn, you're going to load the house in puts. I mean, it could have just sat here for another 3 weeks and then down. But yeah, that again, it's a Winnebago, guys. But ultimately, the reason why we did this trade, everyone together, high flyer. Can't, just like NVIDIA, just like AMD, it can't go up like an Eiffel Tower without a pullback. Simple. I mean, honestly, this can come back to 80 bucks, 75 bucks. But look at that. Took 1, 2, 3 months though of some pain. You know, we did it twice, but the pain's paying off now. That's why in markets like this, I'd rather set positions and forget about them. Just let them play out. God, 96.70. I might actually pull the quarter off, but we'll see. We'll see what happens towards the end of the day. Time change. I'm still kind of sleeping today, guys. So no problem though on that trade. Also, Google, can you please share your analysis? What do you suggest? Weekly puts or shorts? Google's just holding, man. It's a tough one. Google's back to double top here. For me, I started adding shorts, short term here. A little bit out of the money on this one, but no big deal. You could possibly do it. I love the retrace on this one. You know, it could go a little bit higher with the market hype. But for me, if you want to do shares, I have no problem doing shares here. Puts a little bit tougher going into options X. Someone might need a little higher prices. If it does pop through here, and if you're not in shares and you want to do puts, maybe 875, 880, go the even number. I mean, even 870 possibly. But right now we hit the top. It pulled back a little bit, but we're right back on that retrace. Let's look at the weekly real quick. You know, same thing, down, sideways, float up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in the double top. Man, you know, you could take it out. You could do a put, and if it closes above like the 870 area, you just get the hell out of it and say I gave it a shot. You know, if you do shares, I'd add a little bit here. If it starts to move up, just make sure you have a little bit more just in case it goes to 880, 875, and just rock and roll it. But this is another one. You know, I tell everybody short these things. Monthly chart, a little bit stretch. You know, you got at 764. It's $100 over the 20 MA. Eventually, it's going to slowly bleed in. So, markets dump. It's going to be a lot quicker. But yeah, for me, you could do shares. Puts a little bit tough. I'd wait for a big up day. You know, wait for it to really push it up. There goes my flipping chart again. Yeah, that's where I want my freaking studies. Hold on, guys. I don't know why it does that. There we go. Damn it. Drives me nuts when I don't have my stuff in order. You know? But look at the volume on the week, on the monthly, just disappearing. Oh, we have such conviction on these up moves. Look at all the volume here when we were having a lot of fun. Then it just disappears. The no participation rally, guys. So yeah, I have no problem shorting it with the shares here. Puts, it isn't bad being $3 up, but we did sit here for a couple hours, so the puts could be coming down, the premiums. I'd wait for one big push up, maybe a $10 move, then do the put. But I would actually write calls. But if you want to take a chance with puts, you can do that because we could stay up. But I love the retrace on that. That is not a problem shorting that. Use shares if you can. Again, if you have a $100,000 account, just do $10,000 position. You make your 500 to a grand, get the hell out. Let's see here. Hurry up to buy. Hurry up, buy. Laugh at. I love how you make fun of those. We have talent. Yeah, I wish I could be an analyst on CNBC or these, Goldman Sachs. It'd be like it's like the USO trade. Ever since OPEC came out, they talking crap the whole time for 3 months. Bull rally, got to buy, bull rally, oil's about to launch, but they're not telling you at $9 to buy it. They're telling you right here, right at the end of December to buy it at $12, the USO. Got to buy, OPEC's cutting. The oil's going to $70 a barrel, and then it came in. We talked about this bearish pattern for weeks, and then craps out. We're holding this low pivot here. We start going sideways, we're going lower. That's the talking heads. You know how many people went long on oil? Well, on this pop up or that pop up, actually right there, 1/3/2017. OPEC cut, got to do this. Hurry up and buy. You know how many people got in this one? And then they just flushed it on them, held it for months. If they bought calls, they're getting smashed. If they bought puts, they're getting smashed, and then they drop it. It's the same old story over and over and over. And you'll get to see that eventually, and you'll be like, wow, how do you upgrade crap at the highs? Just like when this one is at the lows and everyone's running for cover. They were downgrading it. Then it gets up here, and RBC starts telling everyone it's bullish, oil's getting bullish, and then it pulls back again, goes up again, and they start telling right here, bullish, right here, RBC, bullish. They're not telling anyone down in here because that's where they're loading up. They want people to buy so they can dump their huge positions in their face. And then right here, OPEC's doing it, better buy again. And it slams them again. This one's breaking below this trend line too. This one could be setting up for lower prices as well. But 31 million on the SPY now. Oh, look, we're catching a green bid. It's the hour of power coming up, guys, so get ready. Fed hike promise, be careful after Fed hike, a lot of information. Yeah, the Fed hike, exactly. Yeah, the debt's, yeah, you're right. Debt ceiling, all that crap's coming up. Yeah, the free money policy, guys, coming to an end. Markets aren't going to like the non-free money policy forever. PNW and IBM buyout rumors, really, that's why. Yeah, Trey, it's Options X week. This is the Shark Week. This is when all the rumors come out. Some of these higher prices or lower prices. Hey, Joe, at CNBC, it's time to get on there. You're going to be on in 5 minutes telling everyone to buy PANW because of the buyout rumor. I'm sure Netflix probably got an upgrade at the highs. This is the week where everything gets upgrades. Everything does this. Hi, everyone. So, Michael, in other words, that day we will see red market. Maybe. It's still a light volume market. Anything can happen. We're going to know more tomorrow and Wednesday. But you got to remember, we're in an 8-year bull rally from the lows of March 2009, March 6, 2009. So you got to say, hey, you got to look out for that. That's what I'm looking for. We do follow cycles here too. So people have puts out there. Check it out. Looks like there's more to run. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what everyone's doing. So, wherever these guys need stuff to end up, that's what they're doing. SPY's catching a bit out of the blue. Q's at the highs of the day. Where's the Dow Jones only 21 up now or 21 down now, so NASDAQ's leading the way. IWM 27 cents. Apple's almost at the highs again. It's like voila, 30 million on the day. Look what we can do. That it's just that's what's happening. Transports are bear fagging for a breakdown. Let's see. Oops, IYT. A little bit, nothing yet. We've been talking about this, going into double top, and this was like transports, hurry up, get in. They got everybody in here. They probably got it. They're getting everybody up. Every time someone's buying, and and they're distributing in everyone's faces. This one here, we got the nice little pop up on the 300 up day on the Dow, right back down, trying to hold the 50 MA, guys. Nothing wrong with this chart. We get another week consolidation, then I'd expect lower prices. You still have this trend line down here. You have a gap fill right here. You have double bottom here, or this low pivot. But you still have a lot of support, until we get a good, nice flag pattern here. But I'd expect, down, I want to see at least 5, 6, 7 more days of this. If we start breaking down, then support becomes a little bit better. But if we go, a good solid another week on this one, or 10 days sideways, expect lower prices. Expect it to at least go through here, this little gap fill, and then double bottom, then at least to this pivot here at 160.74. But again, nothing for me, to do here. We were telling everybody shorted coming into double top, and if you would have shorted around 173, you'd be already about $7 in the money, so that wouldn't have been a bad trade. So so that's a little bit fun. But yeah, keep an eye on this one. It is looking a little still strong, but a little bit weak with the pullback here. Everything else is pretty much at the all-time highs. This one's slowly dripping. You also have the 20 MA right at this trend line. If that breaks through the 20, this trend line, the pivots, and you look out below, guys. This is going to go straight down. If this start leading the way with the IWM, you better step aside, because the markets are going to give something up here. Never asked and never held a short long enough. Let's see, where are we here? Trying to get there. We never asked, never held short long enough, but you don't get dividends if you short position and held this short while. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Never answered those. Like car salesmen that they never, not to call. Yeah. Oh yeah, with the call. Yeah. Carlos, not sure what you mean. Go Len, go. Let's see. Len. Yeah, there it goes. Look right there. Oh God. Right to that area, guys. We're shorting this one, but look at that. Again, you can't make this shit up. You really can't. And pulling back, let's see on the daily, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, there was your spot. Boom, and right back down. Yeah, we put a short trade out there on Len. When did we do that one? Did we do it when it hit that? I think I was telling everyone to take it. If it goes back up a little bit higher, take it again. Len, though, we're short toll as well. Gosh, I got so many positions. Toll, we added more. I'm in toll short, so Len, I'm pretty sure we put a trade out on that one. I got to get my spreadsheet going here, guys. This is a pain in the ass to go through Twitter and look for shit. I think I did. I don't even know. Len, I just want to see the price. Or maybe I should start writing this stuff down. When I'm not in positions, guys, I try to pay attention to them. I have them all on my tickers and stuff. But if you took Len, damn, I can't find it. There it is, 52.66. Yeah, so we took it the other day. It popped up again. We did go into this trend line, add a little bit more, and right back down. So we're right in the money again. We're at 52.66. So hopefully somebody took it up here and let it rip. This thing can keep going down. Gosh, I think it's going to go downtown. Downtown to Chinatown, right? So my kids tell me. $50. You're looking here. You got double top up here. Yeah. So if you're short here, just tighten those stops up. If you get above here, just take them off. Damn, I wasn't watching. I'm doing this live crap, guys. I'm not watching this thing. I would have told everyone to add more. Actually, that was on Friday, but I was doing it live. Oh yeah, we did go through this because that's what we were saying. You you have a topping tail on this one. Then we're going to wait for the retrace and try to pop it up into this area. I don't think we're getting the retrace, guys. But here we go. If you're short Len with us, 52.66, ride this thing down. First stop, hopefully gap fill around here, around 48.77. 50, you'll get a bounce here as well. But let's see if we could pull back. If you get down to, $48, $49, you could probably sell half. And then if the markets go, you're probably going to go to $45. So that trade's coming out pretty good. Love the topping tail. And we had good volume on that one as well. So watch for that one. Yeah, baby. Here we go again, right? Again, if you're not a member at my site, StockBookie.com, go there, sign up. It's free. You become a member. You get email alerts before we go live. You get email alerts on all our technical analysis. videos. We do trade alerts. Hopefully we're trying to get, I'm building the website, guys. So it's going to take a little, I've never done it before. So it's going to take a little time. We're going to have a spreadsheet where all our trades are on there, whether I take them or not. If I see good trades, I'm going to keep posting stuff for you guys to take. Because, you know, if we have 100 trades out there, we're going to slowly cover them or slowly take them off the table. But again, if you're not a member on my site, sign up. It's not, you know, it's not a problem. So, all right, it's free, guys. You know, eventually I'll be charging, but right now it's free until I get all my shit together. So, StockBookie.com. That's my 2-minute commercial. So, all right, got to plug it, guys. I want to get more people following me, more people on board, more people we have, like the LEN. They were talking about that. It pulled it up. It was like, whoa, nice stretch job. Here's your area. Bam, pull back. THO never followed that one. Someone brought that one, so we have that one on our lineup now. The GWPH, I think that's it. Never watched that one. I have that one on the lineup. The PANW. Kite never watched. Bunch of them, guys. It's great. The LITE, that was another one we took short. LITE, that was great. Someone brought it up in the room. We pulled it up and said, wow, you know, look at this thing. Look at that. We traded it. I'm already done with the trade, but look, we're setting up for lower prices. If you're short, take some off the table and ride this thing down. But another stretched play. It's a miracle, he says. Another stretched play. You know, but honestly, it could have went up a little higher. Never did. Hold on a second here. Remove that. Look at that. Look at that lovely tail. And that little line I had in there, that was like my max extension move, and that it pretty much pegged it to the penny. Right back down, guys. And this one, honestly, it can easily go to 40 bucks, maybe lower. So just be careful. If you're long in this one, tighten the stop. But a lot of these trades, guys, and I appreciate your hard work too, trying to find stuff. You know, I get emails saying, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. It's like, whoa, look at that one. But then you got to watch volume. You got to watch a couple other things. You can't just hop in them. They all work out eventually, even with the light volume, but still got to be careful with them. You want to take them at a good price point, you know, so you don't get murdered. So, all right, go Len go. Yeah, Gary, that's funny stuff. He's talking about those puts. All right, Carlos. I mean, the day they announced the Fed hikes, increased them, it is normal to see most of the stocks down. Yeah, it will be. You know, it's still, you know, we got to wait for her lip service. She might not do shit, guys. It'll be crazy. MO. Let's look at MO. Yeah, MO, that's another one. Monthly, a little bit stretched. I believe I did put a trade out there on this one. It's coming in a little bit. I don't know where. I got to get that thing going. MO. Let me look. Pretty sure. If not, we were talking about possibly. Yeah, MO, we're short 76.40. So we're in the money a little bit on this one. Nothing crazy. You know, if you're in the money, you took the trade, you know, just tighten it up. You know, it was a nice little push up. Took it there, came in. You know, I'm looking at 74, 74.51 first stop. But, you know, I'm still thinking lower prices because this is a little bit, you know, of a high flyer here. Let's take it off this pivot. Yeah, 70. I still think we get down here around 70 bucks. 71. 71.65. And if the market starts to break down, you're looking at 68.81 and then slow pivot at 67. But, you know, if it comes back in, I'll put an alert. You know, if it comes back in $3-4, we'll be half out. We get another $2-3, we'll be done with this trade. Out. But yeah, that's another great play coming in. We're in the money a little bit on this one, so just keep holding it and keep riding it. Let's see here. John, let's see. John, any way you can bring up your top bar down? Hold on, let me see here. Now that's the top, this one here you're talking about? Let's see. For the low, that one up here. So you can see it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, on it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I got it here too on this line as well. I can move this one over. So how's that? Is that a little bit better? So you got it right here as well on this part too. Let me see if that should change. Like, yeah, so you got it on this part too. What I might do, I've been working on this. I just changed the E signal probably about 6 months ago, so like I could possibly make this one a little bit bigger. But yeah, I could pull this one down a little bit too. Hopefully that helps. Let's see if I'm mishearing while I'm working. Everyone's at work, Michael. It's funny stuff. Yeah, so right there, it's on this bar as well. So you got it on that too. So hopefully that will come in. And then, and of course, on the top too. It's E-Trade. Oh, is that the one we were looking at earlier? Okay. Short on TGTX. TGTX. Everyone's working and trading. It's great. Wow. Let's see. First thing I look at is volume. So volume's not too bad. Wow. What the hell just happened there? Did it pop up today or something? Monthly charts not showing too much. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, weekly, nice up. You're into this breakdown bar. You're into this little pivot here. We did look at this one. 1219 is the area. Honestly, it could possibly go up. You do have a good breakdown area right here, with the 750 retrace. If you are long in this one, tighten stops. You could actually go up to the $15 number. If it gets up there, that's where I'd probably be taking this thing short. But right now, nothing wrong. You know, you had some earnings or maybe a buyout rumor or something like this. For me, nothing to do. If it got up here, maybe. If it's a buyout rumor, I wouldn't touch this one. But if it got up to here, that's the spot I would probably short this thing. But still, I don't know what this stock is. Maybe TJ Maxx, maybe, which I don't think it is. Let's look on the daily really quick here just to see what's action. Yeah, so it's been kind of chopping around up in this area, trying to have problems. But, you know, you're into some good resistance up in here, but it's fighting away. But apparently there's no volume on this thing until the last couple days here. So apparently it was news or something. For me, nothing to do. If you're long, tighten the stop. If you're short, it could go up to here. If you wanted to go short or do something with this one, this is where I'd be looking, around 15 bucks. But I would like it to go straight up into it and then the pullback. But right now, it's got to get through this area first before it goes up. But for me on this, just trying to look at the volume trends, there's just nothing here. Gosh, even if I pull it. So apparently it's moving on some news or something. So just be careful with this one. Let's see. HYG has so many puts going. I don't know why it's heavy. HYG, is it? Is that even one? Yeah, look at that. Right back up, right back down. This is actually setting up for possible lower prices. But again, you're chopping around, you're holding the 20 MA until it gets below the 20 MA. It's not going anywhere. Could pop up one time, squeeze everybody out, and then go from there. Let's see what the fib is. Yeah, fib, there's nothing really there. It's 5-0s here. You still have a big gap fill down in this area, so who knows what's going to happen with this one. 84 bucks. Right now, there's really nothing to do. If you shorted from up in here, you know, just ride it down, guys. Let it keep going. And let's see if it sets up here. Let's look at the weekly really quick here. I don't even know. I might even have it. I'm not in this one. I might have a trade out there, though. You know, like I said, I'm banging out trades after another. If I see a good spot and you guys bring up something, I'm going to tell you to do it. Whether I'm in it or not, you know, if I don't like it, I'm going to say no. But this one here, it could have some lower prices come. It needs to get back above the 20 MA on the weekly chart. If it doesn't go sideways, you're setting up for lower prices. Markets gives it up. You're easily going to 83.25. Then probably this low pivot around 82. If you're a bull on this one, tighten the stop. Needs to get back above the 20 MA, fill the gap, and then you still have big resistance at 88.79 up in here. So if it pushes back up into there, then you're looking at possible higher prices. But right now, it's starting to break down a little bit. Couldn't stay above this double top here after a nice retrace. This is looking a little bit on the weak side. Markets give it up. Like I said, I'm like a broken record, guys. Everything's going lower. It's not even going to matter. So let me go to StockTwits. I want to get some more people here. Live session. Technical and nail. I'm going to punch AMD. I know I'm going to we might get some trolls in here, guys. So be careful here. I'm going to put Amazon, Facebook. I got to put Netflix because that's a high flyer. NFL, NFLX. Yeah, AMD. I had some good conversations with some guys yesterday. I still think AMD is going to pull back a little bit, but I guess there's news. They're going to be on the S&P, all the hype and all the crap around it. So just beware with that. Again, if you're new to this, sign up for the StockBookie.com site. You'll get all the live streaming emails right before we go live. I'm looking to do some stuff at night as well. So, after the market's closed, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock my time. So if people can't make it to the live session, I want to make sure I could get around to everybody. So I want to see some other traders too, guys. Every time you guys pull something up, um, we'll have fun in it. I'm going to hold on, a guy. Hold on. I'm done with this guy. I try to be nice to people. I give them suggestions, and all they do is talk crap. So I'll just block him, and then he doesn't have to worry about my stuff. All right. Let's see here. Let's go back. All right. This, yes. NVIDIA, 6 is under the cloud now. Bearish steel, 6 is under the cloud now. NVIDIA, I'm not sure what you mean by that. We go back to NVIDIA though. Yeah, NVIDIA's bouncing $3 up now. So apparently, again, options X, guys. So this is the real Shark Week. Going for the 20 MA now. Woo! I mean, this is still a bearish pattern, but they're going to show everybody that it's NVIDIA. Got to get in. Hurry up. Apparently, I would say the $100 price area would be where options are. Maybe 101. I'd have to look at the chains and see what's up. Like I said, I don't do a lot of that. I like looking at charts to read and do research and fundamentals. That's just not my thing. Because honestly, if you would have looked at fundamentals and everything on THO, you'd be buying up here. You'd be getting murdered right now. Damn, that's the one just keeps on giving. That's why, hey, we came down here. I sold the other half, have a quarter position. I'm still thinking $86. Short the PPS. Is that one? I don't know. Oh, or short the pops. Yeah, exactly. NVIDIA's still one. Remember, that was the stock of the year and all that crap. So Gilead indicators are oversold. Should close shorts and reload if double bottom breaks. Let's see here. Gilead. Yeah, it's coming in nice though, guys. Gold. GILD. GILD. It's funny because everyone thinks I'm a bear, but I'm a bear because we're at the highs of the market. And then when everyone's a bull, everyone will be bearish, and everyone will be like, "Oh, now you're a bull? Now you're going to buy the markets?" And it's like, yeah, I'm going to buy the markets. Again, I don't care, guys. And if you follow me more, follow my streams, follow my videos, it doesn't matter to me. When everyone was, I'll show you. I showed this trade a little while. We were in a win trade a while back. It's probably a year ago, but win was just getting clobbered. And I told the guy I was consulting. I'm like, all right, guys, right around $50, we're going to step up to this thing and try to give this a shot. We are going against the grain. Markets were pulling back, but at this level, it's going to be really, really good for a bounce. The thing went from like 50, $51. It bounced to $76 in like 6 days. Of course, we were in and out, but it was like, but those are the trades we're trying to catch. See, Gilead, 60 MA here. See how it's going up into the 20 MA here, retracing a little bit. I still think it's a little bit bearish. We did hold the 750 here. As long as we stay below the moving averages, it's okay. If you're looking for a bounce down in double bottom, gap fill, that's where I think it will bounce a little bit more. But they're trying to hold it up. Again, options X, 33 million on the SPY. They can hold this up. If a big player needs options to close above 67, they will just clobber this thing sideways for the rest of the week. And then after options X Friday, then they'll drop it. But if it does set up, sideways action for another, 3, 4 days, 5 days, and the next week, it could set up for lower prices. So look out for that. All right, let's see here. Big trouble ahead. Mark my words. Oh, with the markets, yeah, you know what, Michael? The only problem is the light volume. We got to get heavier volume. If the light volume prevails at 32 million at 3 o'clock, they're going to float. That's what these guys are doing. No participation markets are tough markets to trade in. So you just got to take it slow and steady. Like I said, we've been adding shorts across the board for the last couple months, finding high flyers, finding ones that will pop. Even if the markets don't pull in, they will pull in. JNUG, yeah, we talked about JNUG a little bit. So just be careful. We get. Watch for the first half hour on the SPY. If we get around 50 million, some participation's happening. If you get the 10 million crap, the 8 million crap, the 12 million crap, we're going to get another 20 million day, 30 million day. We might be lucky if we cross 50 million. So you got everyone waiting for this thing. And these guys know. These guys know what she's doing. But, but we don't know. So we're just trying to figure out, put the pieces of the puzzle together to try to figure this crap out. That's all we're trying to do. But you start getting heavier volume in these markets, expect downside, period. So if you guys are long in any of these charts or trades, just tighten those stops up, please. All right. Hi, John. How are you? I'm doing great, Caesar. Another great day. I'm alive. My kids are great. Family's great. Stocks are great. Pulling some trades off. Doesn't get much better than this, bud. I did talk about JNUG, but I'll come back to it. I know a lot of people are in it or trying to get, make some money on that one. If I can figure this out, JNUG. I'll get it there, guys. Yeah, we talked about the $7 even number and being some big resistance. It pretty much went up into it. If you look at the 60-minute chart, it is going sideways. I think we still have a little bit more run, but again, this could be for technicians. They would have bought down here at 520 or gap fill. We did have a gap fill down here if you go back. Right there, gap fill. Technical traders such as myself would have been buying here. You get a move from 5 to 7, they are pulling some off the table. So you will get a slight pullback in this, but doesn't mean you'll get some more of the, the gold bugs out there to buy this thing because it's everyone bought here. They slaughtered them, got them all to stop out. All the guys JNUG, they hop in the J dust because it's gonna go down. Now they're smearing those guys on that side. So they took everyone out here. Now they're taking everybody out going up. Will it go up a little bit more? Maybe. We need to get above the $7 area and then shoot for this area at 788. We get above that, then I'm thinking we're going right back to these MAs. We need to get back above the MAs. We get back above there, then we have a good possibility of this shooting up. This thing can come sideways and go right back down tomorrow with the Fed crap and the lip service come Wednesday. So be real careful. If you're lucky enough to get it down here around 525, 550, take something off the table, anything. All right, so right now, not bad. I like that we reversed up, but we are into some support right here. That's where we're holding. So at this point, if you're long this one, nothing to do unless you're down from the gap fill, then I would take something off the table. But yeah, 750 retrace, easily go back to 769, then this 850 area. So just hold tight here. I would love to see maybe some bullish consolidation and then the next move up. But if we move one more time when the Fed meeting and stuff, then we'll look at some resistance up in here, then as well as 618, 750 moving averages. That's standard stuff. So again, not out of the woods yet. Let's see if we can consolidate. Maybe we pause one day and then the next move up. So let's take it from there. Slow and easy, guys. Slow and easy, or slow and steady. I'm gonna make great money after hike on falling stocks. No more bailouts, no more free money. Banks shorted gold. Compensate for the dollar, manipulating the dollar. Yeah, they've been manipulating the dollar since they needed the Here, guys. All right, here's UUP. So when QE3 ended back in 2014, October and November it was. Look at that here. I'll go to the weekly. Here's the weekly chart. So this thing magically went from 21 to 26.50. I mean, central bankers are the only ones that can move the dollar, period. Just big institutional money, central bankers. So get this. So QE3 ends 2014, November 1st, I believe it was, or November 31st. This thing shoots straight up. Dollar goes up. Where was the USO? So basically, Yellen needed more stimulus. So the last stimulus, of course, we're always last, guys, we the people. So instead of, they gave the money to the banks, they gave the money to the institutions, they gave the money to everybody else, then they brought the dollar straight up. What happened? Straight down. Holy crap, how convenient. Right when QE3 ended in 2014, oh my gosh, gas is at the lowest prices it's been in how many years? Since 2009, basically. Oh my gosh, that must have been magic. Jeez, I can't make this stuff up, guys. So right here, this is when we get the stimulus here. So then the dollar starts, so then oil holds, of course, dollar starts moving up, down, moving up, and all of a sudden it's like magic again. Well, geez, it's not stimulating, and we can't do QE4 because people will freak out. So maybe we'll have gas come down a little bit more. So all the hedge funds that were buying the bullshit up in here, they're getting margin call, margin call. Then you get all the guys trying to buy oil because, the talking heads are coming out. Time to buy oil. It was a nice dip. So you got all the dipshits in here again. They flush in their face. They do it again, flush it in their face. Right now, we're sideways, bearish pattern, breaking this trend line. I think lower prices to come. They need lower prices. They, the central bankers, Janet Yellen, the Fed, Donald Trump, all our leaders, got to keep it low because, if you don't keep the people happy and the consumer spending, it's going to ruin their experiment of holding the low rates, just like Japan did. Japan guys, they're on like QE 28. They haven't gone anywhere for 25 years. QE 28. And they keep that. It was funny. The last like 3-4 months ago, their leader came on and was like, this time it's working. QE 28. We got it this time. It's like, shut up already. Yeah, this time you got it. Just like OPEC when they were doing the oil. If OPEC slows down the output, oh man, oil's going up. So RBC, right in here is telling everybody time to get in oil, and then they slammed it, and look where it's at now. So turn the CNBC crap off and start just trading, guys. Remember, breathe on the spine. IWM is not supporting price here. This is a good reason to be bearish. Yeah, you know what? They're just floating around. 32 million. There's nobody. It's the market makers trading back and forth to each other, guys. That's it. That's what's happening here. And then when you jump in a trade and try to short and go long in something, they're going to take you out. So right now, we're just kind of, slow action intraday, but putting on some swing trades, I have no problem doing that. If I find a trade intraday, I'll tell you guys, me, I won't back off of it. I'm looking at the IBB right now too. Where are we back, guys? Right back into that 300, 301 area. Not that I'm shorting this. We're almost at 3 o'clock. I'm not doing shit today. But IBB, we're right back in that area, guys. It's like magic again. Let's look at this 60-minute this time. Yeah, slightly bullish now, but we're right. I guess if we go back to the double top, maybe a short, quick short here. You do have gap fill a little bit higher than that. So, but again, days like today, sit on your hand, do the live session, just listen, enjoy, try to learn something, and if you see something good shooting up or shooting down, we could try to find something. I don't care. Video ready short, BAC, also ready for a scalp play. Which one? NVIDIA ready for shorts, BAC ready for a scalp play, BAC. Let's see. Nah, nothing to do. You got to get a little more action in this. It's pulling back a little bit, but just no volume. God, you're fighting with these guys. I did have a friend the other earlier in the day sent me an email saying, hey, he's taking it, a little bit lower at 200 moving average, but he took it right here. Bam, straight up, took like 30, 40 cents. I think it was 30 cents or 40. Right back in. I mean, this is, caught a little bit of an area here. Nothing great though. A little bit Pierce. I would like to go a little lower, but he caught it, and he took the money and ran. 30 minutes up, boom, out, done. But looking at the 60-minute on the SPY, it's a little bit bullish now. We're back above the MAs. Their goal in life, Janet Yellen's goal in life, get it above the MAs. But a little inside bar, bearish pattern. As long as we stay below the 237.64 here, right in that area. As long as we stay below that, we're okay. If it pops above, I don't know if gosh, this isn't bad, but we're getting to the 3 o'clock hour. They could push it up. I'd almost rather wait for double top and maybe take a stab up there. But anyways, Apple may go higher. Be careful with it, showing phototypes of the iPhone 8. Yeah, hype it up, baby. Hype that Apple up higher. Then it will come out. It'll probably be a piece of trash, or what they do this time, change the color on it, make it a little thinner. Oh, I think they're getting a rounded screen. Oh my gosh, I got to buy 2 of those, or 3 of them, one for each of my kids. Had bad reviews on AMD, did they? Is that why that's coming down? Everyone's so bullish on this one. My God. I went to battle with so many people last night with this, and I said, guys, honestly, I'm not in this trade. I shorted right here on this day, held on to it, covered half, sold the rest on this day. I've been out. I'll wait for it to retrace back up. I'll do it again. If it gets to 1622, I'll definitely short it again. If it goes down, I'll be a buyer right around 823, maybe at this low pivot right here around 939. If the markets are selling and this is going down into this area, I'll let it go lower because it will go lower if the markets start to sell. That's how I'm doing this. But JNUG's doing well. Caesar looking to buying the next good dip and advice you use instinct. Yeah, JNUG's doing great. Executed 2 bulls already. The JNUG, great trend, support, resistance. Yeah, rock and roll. What's a good dip in JNUG near $5? Maybe. I mean, right now you'd be chasing it, so there's really nothing to do now. Yeah, if it dipped back to $5, you can maybe take it, but if it comes right back down, you're probably going to fill the gap around 431. Right here, I'll be a buyer, 379, $4 area. If it comes back down, I don't know. You're making higher lows, so that's a good point too. If you want to stick this in, I guess you could do this too. Start cracking that. If you're in JNUG, you got to get out. If it comes back, not. I got to watch volume and see exactly how it comes back into this area. But if we just reverse and come screaming back down, you're probably going to be heading down here. You got a gap to fill. And you got the low price pivot too to fill, or not to fill, just to get to right in that area. So that's what you got to watch for. All right, let's see here. What do you think of Snap? Yeah, Snap's nothing to do. I'm a technical trader, Brian. So until I get more technicals, but for me, I wouldn't have touched this. I wouldn't. I'd wait for $20, $15, $10, and that's you're just playing even numbers at that point. For me, at least. If the markets go, it'll probably go lower. You got a lot of suckers in here that bought up here, so market makers will take it down. They might hold it. The people who initially did the IPO, who underwrote it, but if it goes down, you're looking at 20, 15, and then even numbers, even 20, 19, 18, 17, and if the markets go, it could go to 10. At 10, I would be maybe stepping up for a short-term bounce, but. For me, there's just nothing for me in these charts. I could put a fib in here. There's really nothing telling. Well, actually, here we could do this too. Get a little bit more. I mean, you could go from that high to that high, which isn't. So we're right in the 750. If the 2140 area breaks, you're probably going right back to double bottom and then possibly lower. So right now we're holding that. That could have been the, bounce and everybody got on board. Oh, here we go. I got it at $21, and all of a sudden it's back to $21, and you're like, damn. But you are holding at 750. If that holds, great. If not, then expect lower prices. So AMD got bad reviews. Yeah. Again, it's just another chip maker, guys. Everyone's just like, oh my God, it's AMD. Well, it's the allure. It's the $14 price. And at one point, this thing was $50. It's cheap down here, guys. That's why it's just like, oh man, I got to get in. It's just like it's like GoPro down here. It's cheap. GoPro is cheap at 20. Now GoPro is what, $8? Everyone's trying to find these buy on Snap. Nobody really knows until they have their first earnings, and then we'll kind of see what's going on. Are these guys even making money? What do they do at the end of the day? Let it go by and see what's going on. How hard is it to set up live YouTube webinars? Oh, I don't know. Not too hard. You just do them. Michael Smith, Facebook, good time to leg in while I'm doing 100 in probably the next few minutes. 100 short, Facebook. Wow, right back to double top. It's a tough one. I mean, I like 140, but if you want to do an intraday scalp on this one, you got to have the markets pull back. If the markets stay here and move up, Facebook will go to 140. If you want to take a small position, you can and try to, hold on to it, but it could go up a little bit higher. But right now, see, I was just grinding, no volume. You go in there, it's probably the market makers against you or a robot trading. You go short here, they'll probably push it up. But again, if the markets start to come in a little bit, then it will pull back. But yeah, right now, nothing. It's just floating. Look at the SPY. Here, I'll pull up here. Look at the SPY. It's pretty much following the SPY. You get the little pullback right here and chopping around, and all of a sudden it's going right back up. This one's a little stronger than the SPY, but it's following. The SPY pulls back now, on the other hand, this will come down. If you want to take a small position knowing that it could go to 190 or 140, you could give it a stab. More of a short-term trade. I'm a little bit upside down on the short-term trade, but that's okay. If it goes to 140, I'll add a little bit more. But if you want to take this one short, let's see if we could pop this one up. If it pops up a little bit, then we could probably take a short. But we need the SPY to come in. If the SPY stays here, this one's not coming in. You're going to have to hold overnight, which I don't have a problem with. You're at the all-time high again. So just beware. So if you wanted to take this one short here, 139.61, take a short. If it moves up to 140 and pierce, you got to add more right there. So just make sure you have some left in the tank. Let's keep an eye on this one. So right now, price is at 139.60. I am not taking the trade. I'm just, you need the SPY to come in. Yeah, so let's see. You want to take a trade intraday, a short-term trade, you probably get a couple bucks out of it. We need the SPY to come in. If the SPY does come in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then just ride this thing down. It is another high flyer on Facebook. I have no problem if you want to do a short swing, short scalp, hang on to it for maybe a week or so. But again, the markets need to come in. It is getting stretched, so I don't mind this thing as a intraday play. But we only have an hour left. It's usually the hour of power. So if it goes to 140, I want you to add a little bit more. If it pulls, if you're in it with 1,000, 2,000 shares right now, if you get 40, 50 cents, get the hell out. Take your $500,000 and say thank you very much. But if you don't want, take half off, hold till tomorrow. Again, we're just floating up with the markets, everything. Look at the SPY. Gaps up. This one actually gapped down and it pushed it up. But SPY comes in, this one came in. SPY catches a bid, then it kind of chops around all day, and this is what this thing pretty much did. So I don't have a problem doing that if you want to do it. Let's see here. I see IW up rest of the week, folks, in my opinion. Maybe. We'll see. Right now, it's just a non-volume market, so it could definitely float up. But for me, I don't know. IWM, I think it's a little bit weaker than the rest of the market. It did pull back on the daily chart. Did pull back here. This is setting up a little bit bearish. We went into the 50 MA. 50 MA rejected price. This is setting up for lower prices, in my opinion. As long as it stays below the 50 and the 20 MA, then you're probably going down. If it starts popping up above it, you'll start popping up. Again, this is lagging just like the IW or the IYT. Gets a nice bullish pattern, pops up, can never make it through the 140, right back down. Now it's just chopping around, going up and down on light volume. Again, if you're in the Facebook trade, I don't even know where it is now. I'm pulling this thing over. Same price still, so no big deal. 139.59, so nothing really to do. But if you took it, I don't mind you taking that trade. Michael F. Facebook short Facebook. Not long. Why would you go long at the top? Let's see here. ALGN. LGN. Yeah, this one keep moving up. We took this one short. We covered half. It's going up against us right now. I'm trying to wait for just a little higher prices for me. 110. I mean, 108's not bad either. I might add a little bit more on this trade. I still like the fact that it is a high flyer going up higher. I don't know if it's going up on news or anything like that, but you just got to take a look. When we did the trade back on Twitter, we took half off. I don't know where it is on here. Let me see if I could find it real quick. Yeah, but at this point, I've been eyeballing this one. We're at the 108 even number. I want to try to wait a little bit more for higher prices, but I'm still liking the fact that we covered the half. It went up in our face, and we added a little bit more. I want to say 104, I think it was. Trying to find a trade. All right, here we go. So we already did the one trade again. So we added again at 199 at the even number. We added more at 103.01. Man, I'd love to wait to 110. If you want to add more on ALGN, or if you're not short this one, you could definitely short this up there. I'm going to post a trade on Twitter, adding more short ALGN. Price is at 108.05. So boom, I'm going to add more to that one. Again, guys, if you're doing swing trades, make sure you know your share size, make sure you know your pain threshold, and make sure you are playing these high flyers. This one's going against us a little bit, but that's okay. We did do this trade before, so I'm not too worried about it. And right now it's going, it's a little bit out of control with the light volume markets. We started adding again at 100. and then we're putting more, as this thing goes up. Again, a monthly chart, that's what I'm playing more on these. So I'll get to my, I don't think I'll do a full position on this one. But I'm just going to slowly add, slowly add. We've done this trade before. It's still a light volume name in here, 400,000 shares on the day. So let's see if we could get a pullback. 110, it could still go to. So don't, it could go there. So if you can't, for me, if you do a $20,000 position, first position would be about 7,500. Next position would be 2,500. Next position, 2,500, and just slowly add all the way to 110. Your cost average will be, maybe around 105, 104. It is a high flyer. This can easily come back to 80 bucks. SPY's catching a little bit of a bid in here, guys. Be careful with the Facebook trade. It still can go to 140 even number. Usually you get that close. It likes to, push up to that even number. So just be careful with that trade. So yeah, the ALGN, I'm just looking down a little bit lower here. We have taken that trade before. We got in, got out, took the money and ran. We started adding again. Just another one we're rinsing and repeating. If it goes up on us a little bit, like I said, I like starting at the even number of 100. We add a little bit more, and now we added more today at that 108 area. So don't load the house. Don't go all in one. These are markets where you cannot go all in on one position and hope it works out. Sometimes it works out, like the THO as that was coming, and then it fell apart and just went straight down. But these are markets where you just got to slowly add, nothing crazy, and just keep making it happen. So, like DPZ, that one kept going and going. Where is DPZ today? That one's up 99 cents. That one's going to give it up eventually. But I want to make sure I get in all these positions slowly but surely. And when the markets do pull in, I mean, I'm not saying that they will, but hopefully they do. But yeah, just looking back at the ALGN, we shorted that one at 98. We added more, covered half at 87, covered most of it, covered half of the half at 84. We started adding. We did the same thing. We added, and then we covered half again at 91. So we did this trade actually a couple times. And then we covered the last half position close. So we did that one double. We did that one twice. Now we're doing it again. And I know we traded it one. I posted some stuff where we didn't trade. I traded that one maybe 4 or 5 times, just like Alta, same crap. All right, so Facebook's up at 139.60, so keep an eye on that one. Let me go back to my analysis. Yeah, so Jonathan, hold tight with that one. It's going up against us a little bit, but just take, you know what to do. Small shares. What do you think of Snap? Yeah, Snap, that one's just be careful. Len, is that one still going down? Len, does that one just keep giving, or did it actually pop up a little bit? No, it just keeps going. Wow. You did have a gap fill here till 52.23, so be careful. But yeah, if that thing keeps giving, you're going to be down here. If the markets give it up, you're going to be 50 bucks in no time, and then 48.89, and then take it from there. If you get, if you get a couple, 3, 4 bucks out of it, pull half off, and then go from there. Yeah, Nvidia, good thing. I had March options. We wrote some calls. I took them off when it was on that last dip, and good thing we did. That's why I don't like messing around. I'd be getting screwed again. Gosh, take the money and run. Yeah, right back to highs. But again, it's still weak. Still got to get back above that moving average here, 20 MA. Still has to get above this red bar here. So right now, let it go up. Options X, it could be going up and down for a reason. Somebody needs prices, in my opinion. Snap should not be up in the 20s. Is the same thing. So yeah, is it? Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about the low float biotechs? Yeah, I like the it's good earnings, good short. Hard to say. Right now with these markets, guys, I'd like to get some more volume in it first, and we can make some decisions here. This is just brutal. Yeah, but I'd like to move up on this one. Great eye. Are we into anything over here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean 10, there's nothing here. $10 even number. That's always going to be resistance. Might overshoot it for a little bit. Wow. Gosh, the Eiffel Tower. If you're in this one long, take some profits. For me, nothing to do. It's all news driven, most likely. That's crazy. I mean, these are ones you really got to do the research and the due diligence and really know when they're coming out with drug stuff. And even then, the thing could have easily went down to 50 cents. For me, I had nothing to do. Yeah, I know, Trey, that those are tough. It's up on good earnings, think good short. Markets need to come in. Markets come in, but I mean, this could squeeze up one more day. Now you're looking at like $11, 12, 13 even numbers. And honestly, the next big round number will be 15, then 20. So just 10 is your first area. If it continues, you're probably going to 15, then maybe 20. Just be careful with these. It has pretty good volume today, nothing bad, but these are, you get a little more news on this thing, it's going up. They get an upgrade, get this, get that. Just be careful. If you have to take a position, just don't overload the boat and just make sure you got to add more if it pushes up. But if this thing moves up, $1 or $2, it's 20%, and you're getting your butt hammered. That's the tough part about these trades here, guys. These low floaters, at $10, $9, it pushes down a buck or pushes up a buck. You're down 10% in no time. And it's like, whoa. That's why I take a half position. So if it goes down 10%, you're only down 5%, take a quarter position. So if it goes down 10%, you're only down 2.5%, and just do it in that strategy. So if you add here, go a quarter. If it goes to 15, add another quarter. If it goes to 20, then add the rest of it. Do something like that. But even then, that's a terrible trade. Just so a couple of my friends play the low flyers, with good patterns, and they give you that 1 or 2 day pops, and then you get the hell out. Let's see. Can a head and shoulder pattern in an uptrend or when the MAs are pointing up, or does everything have to be sideways for a head and shoulder to be valid? I'm wondering if NBI is forming one. Sure, let's take a look. Yeah, if you guys have questions, throw them out there. Hopefully, eventually I could get the GoToMeeting, and when I do I charge, if I ever do, with my website, I'm thinking in the next month or two, then that will help me pay for that. But then everyone will be in here live. We could show charts. We could do a lot of different things, and a lot of good things coming up. Just I don't want to put out all my money to pay for everything, honestly. But the live stuff, this stuff doesn't cost me anything, so I could care less. Well, it cost me some trades because I'd be watching stuff. Facebook 139.56, so it's down a little tiny bit. So keep an eye on that one still. Is it NBI? Is forming one? I'm wondering if NBI, is that the ticker? NBI? I don't have it, so I'm not sure. Is that a Canadian stock or something, or another? I don't have all the exchanges, guys. Notice that second one. Hold on here. I want to see. All right, so we're at Wix. Hire a guy to do your print. Yeah, no, the problem is, Michael, I can't find a guy to do the printing. That's like finding another good trader. I do have another good trader in mind. We'll see if we can pick him out to join the session, because he could do a lot of live stuff too. Holy cow, I'm way behind, guys, so bear with me. If anyone noticed, Tamar, NBI, I do not have that, so I'm not sure. If you can punch it in, we'll take a look at it. I do not have anything under NBI. Okay, yeah, there's no second one. Wix, let's look at Wix. I'm way behind, guys, so slow up a little bit. Yeah, Wix is going up a little bit. We did put a short trade on that one. These are high flyers, guys, so there's really nothing up here to do anything with, so you got to be careful on these. You got to take some small positions. But we're watching this one too. If it goes up, it's past double top there. Let's see, our entry price on this one was, dun, 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 dun. Gosh, I got to get a spreadsheet going too. Sorry, guys, bear with me here. But yeah, Wix, another high flyer, monthly chart. This is a week. Even the weekly is extended. Gosh, let's go to the monthly chart real quick. So the monthly chart, oh my gosh, look at this thing. I don't even know what these guys do. But eventually, I think we were taking 618.75, maybe $70 too. You got to start looking at the even numbers on this as well. You start getting to those, you got to add. You got to go small on these guys, and with put positions too on these high flyers are really tough. Sometimes they come in right away, but a lot of times you're going to have to be married to these trades. Just put them on, set them, forget them, and then come back to them when it's time. So eventually these high flyers will come in. It's just the way these things work. It's funny because when I started trading these a long time ago, some other guy was showing me how to trade them. There's a couple things you look at to do it: volume trends, the up moves into certain areas and stuff like that. But when you start getting these things down, you learn real fast that, hey, you don't go all in on these trades. You got to slowly keep adding to these, because eventually, like Nvidia, this one could take another month or two to come in. So buying puts and stuff like that, it just gets tougher and tougher. Sometimes they come right in. Thor came in really good. You know, we're in the Wix trade from $64. You know, I'm posting. I wanted to wait for 70, but I think he could probably do a little bit more. And at 70, just think you got to probably take a little bit more. I you know, yesterday was the, you know, yesterday it went up a little bit here, you know, and then we tested double top. So I do like that fact there that we did that. So on this one here, if you want to add a little, if you're not short WIX, short it up here. You'll have a better entry price. Adding more short WIX at prices at 68.15. So now our average price is going to be right around 66 bucks. So we're only a little bit out of the money. If you have a half position, it's nothing crazy. But yeah, if you want to add a little bit more to this one, I have no problem. If you look at the spider, the SPY's starting to come in. Facebook's still holding up a little bit. So you know, just if you went short Facebook, we might have to hold that one a little bit. I'm short a couple bucks down from here, so I'm a little bit out of the money. Whatever, I'll hold it. I don't care. But if this starts coming in, the SPY just went negative again. So let's see if we could get a pullback again. If you took a couple thousand shares of Facebook, you get 20, 30 cents, get the hell out. Don't wait around. But Wix, guys, if you are not short on Wix, you could take this one short. We're playing the monthly chart, so it could take look at this thing. Could take a little bit more time, but I love the fact that we're keep pushing up, because that's just giving us a better entry price for the short. Could still go to 70, could push past that a little bit more. Again, if the market's pushed down, it will go down. The market's push up, I don't know. You know, this one might have a little left in it, but if it gets past 70, 71, I'll add a little bit more and we'll go from there. So again, Wix, add there. Don't be shy. Again, if you're new to the room here, we've been doing live streams all last week. Go to my site, StockBookie.com. Sign up for the free membership. It's free, guys. Probably for the next couple months or so. We'll see. We'll see if when the timing is right. If we get paid on a lot of this stuff, we'll probably charge. It will be minimal. It's not going to be anything like $100 a month, $200 a month. I'm thinking more around, you know, the $25 area, $35 area in there, depending. Like everyone says, hire someone else. I almost do need a second person helping me here, though, guys. Let me tell you, to really keep an eye on. And when I'm doing live stuff, it's really hard to go through trades. Price line, wow, 1770. It's grinding up. Gosh, MLM's going up. Well, yeah, let me look through some of these right now. Jeez. You know what? UAL. If you're short UAL with me, if you haven't pulled anything off here, yeah, I got to look, guys. I'm not paying attention here. I love you guys. I love you, man. Well, geez, I got to stay with it. I have everything. Yeah. So UAL, if you're short UAL here, let's see. If you haven't pulled anything off yet, it's starting to break down. We're starting to almost come into this area. If you haven't pulled anything off for our entry, pull something off now. Gosh, that was another good trade. Damn, some of these are just falling apart. This is what's going to happen to all these high flyers, guys. All of a sudden, it's going to start happening, and then we're going to get paid. And like I said, slow. It's always slow and steady, guys. If you're going to work your way to a $10,000 position, $20,000 position, start with 5, then go to 10, then go to 20. Go. Maybe start with 10 and then do 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. Because if it pulls back right away, you got 10 grand and you got 5%. Get the hell out. Run for the hills. Don't wait for this thing to come back in your face and, you know, blow up on you. So, you know what? Gosh, where are we here? Hold on. Oh, so UAL is coming at 69.31. If you took the trade from us with us from 75.84, we covered half at 72.32. This will be around almost a $6 trade. Oh man, gosh, I almost if you haven't taken half off, definitely take half off. It could still go up. I'm still thinking it's a little bit on the weaker side. If the markets go, I'm still thinking 58 bucks. Gosh, just want to see. Well, you got a gap fill here too. Yeah, it could go a little bit. It could fill the gap and go from there. Oh man, I like this. So if you guys caught that UAL, take half off the table, from back in here. Um, we already took half off, and I'm saying if you did take the trade and you want to be a little bit of a pig, be sure you're taking it off. Yeah, I got to go. Again, if I'm not posting the stuff, guys, and if something's coming in like this and you're in from 75.84, take half off. Don't wait for me to tell you to do it. Now if you're paying me in a monthly fee, then I'm going to have to be all over it. I'm probably going to have to bring somebody in too and pay somebody, just to help me out. Because I'm keeping an eye on some of this stuff, but like I said, it's tough. I got like 80 trades out there, and I'm sifting through stuff. MTN is coming in. That Vail Resorts, Exxon still coming in. Wells Fargo, UAL, THO's coming in. Target's coming lower. Snap's down a little bit. Yeah, let the PLCE's finally giving it up. Yeah, I got to keep an eye on this. I mean, I do, guys, when I'm blabbing, like my wife, you just talk and talk and talk. Again, protect this trade. If you did to sell half or cover half, maybe sell or cover half of the half and just keep a quarter, and let's see if we can run. If it does hit this or the gap fill down in this area, UAL could get a bounce. If the markets are dumping, you're probably going to go to lower prices. You do have a gap fill down in here too. We'll look at this one a little bit closer. Let's look at the weekly though real quick here. Yeah, weekly. Gosh, look at that. I mean, this thing just keeps chopping. Yeah, so it could bounce right here. So, if you're in that trade, just protect it. For us, gosh, 69.81, $6. You know what? I gotta post something here. Because if people are in this room and they're getting these and they're following me on Twitter, and if they are in this trade, I got it. At least cover half of the half. UAL at prices at 69.80. At least protect it. Cover half of the half. Holding quarter position. Yeah, again, that's it. So half of the half. If you're in this thing, cover half of the half. 69.80, and then let's see if we could get it some lower prices there. Yeah, that was another good trade though too. So again, I'm not in everything, guys. I wish I could be. Wix, yeah, definitely do that. HYD and Junk both broke their ascending trend lines last week. Yeah, I was watching that, Frank. Yeah, so keep an eye on these guys too. Remember, Junk, the talking heads talked about that one for about a minute, about when it was down in here. Junk's down, oh my gosh. And we catch a bid, pulls back, catches another bid, almost gets through that. So let's see if we could come back here. The line in the sand that I would be, well, you got this one here down in here. That one's not bad. I think maybe you're looking at this one here. That's a big ascend. That's pretty much. I mean, I see what you're saying. I mean, we'll put it in there. Yeah, I mean, I like that it do that. It's got to get back below the 50 MA though and start heading down. Facebook's only a couple pennies down. Weekly chart holding up, but yeah, I like what you're seeing there. I mean, you even have a trend line here. Not the best. But yeah, you know what? I'm going to go one step further on here too. Let's stick a fib in here from the high. Let's see where the support is. Yeah, so you got some support coming up. But yeah, I mean, they saved this one, came right back in. Let's see if this one can get lower. What was the other one? HYG. HYG. Yeah, same thing. So is that another one with the junk? Yeah. So that's same thing, same trend line, same everything. So if you're short junk, I'm short junk right now. I'm holding on for dear life. It's starting to pull back, so I'm doing a little bit better on the trade. So AWK. WK. Oh man. Gosh, it retraced here. Retrace 50%. It's holding up. It's holding okay. Again, if the markets break down, you'll most likely go lower. But right now, you got back above the 50 and the 20. You are consolidating sideways on a weekly chart, though. So let's go to the daily chart, a little more short term. Yeah, you bounced up. You came right back in. You held support, came right in. You went to gap window, you did not fill the gap, or you're at this high pivot too. Needs to keep going. If you're long, tighten up the stop. If you are short, look for it to get below the 20 and the 200 moving average. If it gets back there and the markets start to go, you're going down. If you're long, you need to get back up here, fill the gap, and start going for the 78, 73 area, and then the 79.16. But right now, you're kind of in the middle of everything, holding support here. For me, there's nothing to do. But like I said, if you're short, then hold on. Let's see if we could get back below the MAs. If you're long, see if you can fill the gap and go for double top, and then possibly higher prices. Daily chart. Yeah, because look at that, gaps up, comes in, or retraces up, comes back in, chops around, pops up, gets everyone in, does another pop into this high pivot here. You have consolidation here, which is going to be resistance as well. You would have think 6.6 or 618, 750 made a shallow one there. Almost made it there. Now it's pulling back. Yeah, nothing to do here. If you're, like I said, if you're short, ride it down. If you're long, you need to fill the gap and go right back up. So nothing really to do for me on that one, but kind of in a 50-50 area where it could go either way at this point. Just watch with the MAs and stuff like that. Let's see. If you really, if you really have heavy volume Wednesday, really watch the great stock shorts. Yeah, exactly. They're all going to come in. They will. They all laughed at me before the 2015 bomb. You're shorting this thing, stock rookie. I said, yeah, that's what I do. I don't care. You can go long at the highs. That'll be fine. Then when it all came in, like I said, they all blocked me. So the AMD drifting again. They were all ripping me on that one too. Rip me. I don't care. I'm looking at the charts. Guys coming in with fundamentally, it's a good team. It's this and that, and good leadership and this and that. And my response to good leadership to AMD was, and Lehman Brothers, when Dick Fold was the leadership in Lehman Brothers on Kramer 3 weeks before it collapsed, did you ever think in a million years with him leading the way with Lehman, it was going out of business? But they have good leadership. It's Lehman Brothers. They can't go out of business or go down, and they went bankrupt. So don't believe the leadership bullshit and the hype on CNBC about AMD and this and that. It's all talking heads, guys. Like me, I'm a talking head, but at least I'm giving you reasons why I'm taking shorts, adding longs. Well, not adding longs right now, but eventually I'll be long. I'm telling you guys, and it's going to be fun when this thing craters and everyone's running for the exits and shorting. I'm going to be going long, and everyone's going to be going, "You're an idiot, man. You're going long in these markets. It's going lower." And I was like, "All right, well, we'll see." And then we'll be playing the other side while everyone's jumping off cliffs. But INGN, you had a nice retrace, 50% to the 50%. If anything, I'd let it go up a little bit more. Let's try to get to the 618 or to the 750 or 77.35 to short it. If you are long, just keep holding it here. You do have a little bit resistance. It's not much. It's coming from the fibs. Let's just go back and see if there's anything else here. Let's go at a bigger time frame. Wow, look at this one. Yeah, gosh, if you could get a retrace, even a double top, short it. You are stretched from the 20 MA. Yeah, I have no. If you're long, just tighten it up. If you're looking for a short, man, if you could get up right here, 76 or 77, that would be even better. You are at the 75 quarter number, though. This could be the end of the road. It is holding up. Well, the SPY's holding up over here. Let's just go to the daily or the 10-minute. I just want to see what it's doing on the day. So on the day, yeah, on the day, it just keeps floating up. Wow, $3 up. Gosh, see, this is the allure. Do you buy a put right here, or do you wait for 1 or 2 more days up? For me, I'd wait for at least 1 more day, and let's see. We could miss the boat. If you're going to do shares, you could possibly start to nibble. If you could wait patiently, maybe around that blue line here, around 77.50 or so. Just a little bit higher here. Then, of course, double top. You'd have to do it there. It comes in, shakes everyone out, comes right back up. This is where you want to short it up in this area, maybe 78, 79. So if you're long, tighten it. If you want to short, a couple more bucks for me. Hope y'all pulled that one short off on BAM. I'm long in the DIV, great intraday trading, stock consistently. Great volume lately. Let's see the BAC. The BAC. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, Goldman's coming in, JPM's coming in, so all the bank stocks are pulling short. Yeah, I mean, this came in, he had a little inside bullish pattern, but the shorted above the MAs, that's just not for me. It's coming in good. If you are in this one, take some off. I mean, if you shorted up here at 36, you got 7 cents. So you had to take at least a couple thousand shares of this one to make it worthwhile. Unless you shorted up here on the the high up here pushing up, into the little pivot here, that would have been a little bit better of a trade. Well, that would have been about 11, 12 cents. But on this one, you got to take a lot of share size, which it is liquid, so that's no problem. But now it's holding double bottom down in here. So let's see if it can continue. Got to break double bottom. Let's put a retrace in here real quick. Yeah, you're holding the 750 retrace too. If this area cracks, you're easily going to 24 and then 25, 20 on this one. So if you are short this one, just well, do what you want. So let's see. Siri, nice jump today. Let's see. SIRI. Yeah, a little bit. 23 cents. Yeah, this is another one I just can't. There's nothing to do. I mean, you had a nice pop today, but that could be it. If you're in this thing long, from down below, gosh, that could be the end of the road. The $5. I just can't play this one. I think is this Sirius XM. I think. Well, actually, it's not bad. You're above the MA. Yeah, hold it if you're long. Hold it. This thing could possibly moving up. But here's your line in the sand. 794, 943. And ultimately about 13 bucks. But yeah, nothing wrong with, what? Nice little grind up here. Needs to stay above the moving averages, which it has been. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, you're above the MAs. Yeah, not bad. You know what? You could probably hold on to this, but knowing that you have a little bit more resistance coming up, and the $5 is a big number too. But gosh, if you're down here from $1.60 or so, take something off. You've been holding on to this one for a long, long time. Just take some profits off the table. In my opinion. Anyone use Skype? All my chat rooms I am in aren't working. I don't know. I don't use Skype, so let's see here. Is Skype down? Not sure. Yeah, John, I wish you could start video chatting. Heck would be awesome. Yeah, you know what? We'll see what we can do with that. I don't know how many. I think I only could do 100 people on GoToMeeting, so I'm looking for some different options with that. But we'll see. Google Hangouts, I could possibly do something in that, but we'll see when the times comes. Banks are doing everything they did before housing. Yeah, right. Well, they launched. You got it. Michael. I mean, markets are talking to us right now with the oil coming in, gold came in, the bank stocks sky high and then pulling back. You got everything. You got the Googles, the Amazons, the IBBs trying to save everything. Everyone. They're sucking everybody in right now. And for me and hopefully my people, we're just adding shorts across the board. I don't care. That's what. Yeah. They are literally evil. You got it. John, USO finally starting looking all right. USO, yeah, but you're in the 230 time frame. Oil's not really trading, so yeah, it's holding. But I sold half my SCO oil, my USO, so I'm good with that. The dollar is just crazy. Yeah, the dollar again. I'm following it, but with Janet Yellen talking, anything's going to be happening with the dollar, guys. Let's see here. Fed hike just so happens to be the day with the new Dutch master. Yeah, of course, it's always something. Then the debt ceiling I think's coming up. But they have the Fed meetings at the third Wednesday of the month or whatever. Usually an options X, so that really wasn't thing. But yeah, this is a big one here. Most likely she's going to raise it, but if she doesn't, it's going to be interesting, guys. Texas Instrument. Let's look at TXN. TXN. God, I mean, Texas Instruments. Is Kramer hyping this one? There's your area, guys. 2,000 highs. So wait, if you can wait patiently, right here, that's your area. Let's put a retrace though, from these lows to those highs. Are we into the? Man, it's getting close. I think we did look at this one. Yeah, 90 bucks, 99. If you want to start short, I mean, if you're long in this one, let it go. I mean, it's close. I love the fact that it hit the blue line, which is a 750 retrace, which is sometimes the last, the last stance for resistance. But you do have these highs from 2000, so you got. But eventually, these bag holders here that've been holding for 17 years are going to probably take something off the table if they're still holding. But you still have a lot of sellers in here, right around 82, 83. Keep this one on the radar. If it moves up a little bit more, you could probably do some shares only. Buying puts, I would wait for a little higher prices because see what the markets are doing on, towards the end of the week. But yeah, I love this. I mean, it's getting extended. What a move. I mean, guys, this thing went, of course, it went from, 2009, 13 to $80. It's Texas Instruments, guys. This thing was chopping, and all of a sudden it's straight up to the moon. We're at the levels of where we were at 2000, the dot-com boom. So just be careful with these. I think they're high flyers. If you want to take a stab at this, I have no problem. You still cross this area, 78.20, which has resistance, but it looks like it did retrade. Let's see what it did on the daily. It looks like it popped up, and yeah, there you go. Popped up, came back, starts going again, getting everybody bullish again. Kramer's probably hyping it. Let's see if we get another couple bucks on this one, then we'll start taking a short. Someone keep that one on your radar, please. And next time we're in the room, Carlos, send it up in my attention. We'll take a look at it. But yeah, if it starts moving another couple bucks, start shorting it. But with shares, you want to take a put, then you got to wait for that little higher numbers. You check TX. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, like that one. If you have to start, if you're gonna do a couple hundred shares, add 100 here. You can get it at, a couple bucks higher, add another 100. Goes a couple bucks higher, add another 100. But yeah, you still have double tops up there, so it still could go a little bit higher right there, 90 bucks. If you got the 90, I would definitely start to add. Still a little bit stretched, but it still could go a little bit higher. So it can go. Let's look at the weekly. Let's see if it's stretched. Yeah, weekly's getting a little bit more. Monthly, I think, has a little bit more left in it. Again, if the markets come back, it's coming back regardless. But you're almost $20 stretch from this area, so it's almost there, guys. I'll do some work on. You know what? Let me write this down. I'll do some work on this one. TXN. Let's see. ATVI. Oh, you can't short that one. My friend works for those guys, and I know the management team. Yeah, wait, ATVI. It's like, wow, that thing's in the basement. VI. Yeah, I know a guy who works there. Wow, there it goes. Let's see if we can find anything. Any double tops. Wow, here's another one, guys. Starting to get there. Let's see if we can cross that $50 even number, or quarter number, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can get to 51, 52. If you want to take a small stab at this one, you can. Just be careful, though, knowing that it could go a little higher. Markets go a little higher, can. It's starting to run out of steam here. Apparently, earnings, the drop, bearish pattern, something came up here, maybe a stock buyback or some news. I'm not sure what it is. Look at NVIDIA fading, too. Yeah, NVIDIA bulls getting, just it buy. That's what they said. Where's that price line again? Price line still going now. Yeah, so yeah, the gaming. I understand the gaming in this industry. I got a couple games from these guys, but $50, you start getting 52, 53, you got to short it. If you're long, just hold tight here. I'm looking more at the monthly chart, and that's getting to be stretched, guys. I still think it has a little bit more to go, so just be careful. You do have a lower trend line in here that I like, so that's going to be support. But yeah, I think a little bit more on this one. So you see how it was stretched on this one a little bit further, and then it came in, stretched. You could probably get to 53, 54 to get these markets to go up. So just be careful. I don't want to keep loading positions. I do like the stretch job. I do like 3 months up, but I think this one could possibly, at least we're so close to 50, it's got to go through and pierce it, and we can maybe get 51, 52 on this one. Rock and roll. Thanks for that one. That's a good one. MACD is so strong on JNUG, is it? Find it. You got a positive divergence on the JNUG. Take what your profits are. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You filled the gap on JNUG and you're up 20%. Take it. Thanks, Brian, man. Thanks for the comment. Love it. Wait for Activision, but yes, soon. Yeah, exactly. You got it. So I say let it wait to go a little bit more and then go from there. Oh yeah, I'm also a gamer. Are you? Yeah. I used to be until I got married and had 3 kids. Well, now I'm trying to slowly get my son into it a little bit more so I can actually play. So yeah, I love it. I'm a pinball player, guys. That's what I love. I'm old school. I'm 46 years old. I love the old school. Facebook won't go past 141. Who cares? About a couple bucks. Yeah, no, I hear you, Michael. I'm trying. I got a room, man, with a bunch of people following me. I can't just be throwing out shit out there thinking that, because you got to remember we got the Fed crap coming up. We could get one last pop and everything pops up, and then boom, everything comes crashing down. Yeah, I think Facebook could possibly come down to 120s again. Definitely. Let's see here. Anything USO found support? You may have already done it. Sorry. USO, yeah, it did find support. Are you still at work, Michael? Yeah, it did find support here. Nothing great. After these couple bars down, I think you could probably get some lower prices. Found support right here at this little pivot here. You still have gap window right at 10.06. It's only 20, 30 cents away, so it's not bad. So, and then of course you still have you have gap fill around 987, and then the lower pivot here. So you do have some good support here. Let's look at the weekly really quick. See, I think the weekly had cracked through it already. And then this trend line, they gotta almost get it back above the trend line. So that's what they could be going for. But yeah, support here too, around here, and then the 956. So it does have support here, but they do have some gaps down a little bit lower. Again, after a beat up like this, we're waiting for pattern on the USO, and then we'll take it from there. I asked earlier, but you don't give dividend. Yeah. Also LHEN, but dang, hate where it doesn't match off and go off. Yeah, exactly. AMD almost 15. If it's stable around 15, consider a short. Yeah, I'm looking at 15.50 on AMD, guys. If you are in the room, look at the SPY catching a bid. I mean, this is the shit that just drives me crazy. So AMD, I'm thinking here after the retrace, it retraces back up. We're into this high pivot where it was breaking down. If it does get back to 15.53, I do have an area at 16.22 as well, so it could make it there. We'll have to see where if it bounces up. If it bounces up to 15.50 again, I'll give it another stay. I'll add there. I'll add at 16.22. Look at the SPY, guys. Tower of power. Janet Yellen must have said something, or maybe Trump. It's a Trump trade. Yeah, so there goes Facebook up. Same old crap. So I just stay buoyant in these markets. This is the bullshit they pull every day. Probably go back into double top. Let's see if we can make it through there. Out of the blue, guys, nowhere. But with 15 minutes left on the day, someone might need higher prices in these markets. So let's see here. Yeah, I feel I need to be patient with that. Yeah, no volume. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we did that trade a couple times. I started adding. It's like whatever. Another trade for me. It's a monthly play. It's if it goes for 110, great. I'll add more there. Energy, no double top, nothing, nothing like high flyers, but straight have no rough finding entry. Yeah, no, I do some mathematical work for the high flyers. That's been working good. I've been testing it for a couple years now, and you know what? They play out monthly. It just takes a little bit more time on the high flyers. You're going to lay Allergen today, or wait. Yeah, you can wait. I mean, 110 area too. It's good. Whatever. I just want to miss it. Sometimes they just don't make it. Because that's where everyone else is making technically. And the next thing you know, it goes down. I can tell. Yeah, John Check, UNH, if you don't mind. Great chat today. Really liking the people in this group. Yeah, exactly. Notice one troll. Nice, every great. No, I don't think. I think everyone was okay in here. You know what? People want to do it. I don't care. I can block anybody easily if I want to. So, whatever. UNH. Yeah, trying. It's trying. It's coming off this little bullish pattern here. I think we're talking about 175, 176. It could go up. We talked about the even number at 170. See on the intraday. See what it's doing. Yeah, I mean it came up. It's bouncing around here, pushing up, going into the even number 170, trying to get to 171, pulling back. It's okay. I think the monthly. I think this is another high flyer, so I'm good with this one. Yeah, I have no problem adding shorts here too. I think 175, 180 it could get to. See what happens, but we're almost back below the 170 number. Let's see if we close below it in the next 10 minutes. If we do, slightly weak, but not bad. Just grinding up like the rest of them. Pretty good spacing in your moving averages. Nice trend. But again, your trend's your friend until the end. And once it cracks, you're done. So, yeah, you'll see what happens here. I'm still way behind here. Quit your other job, hire a guy. Yeah, we'll see. Biotech index, or the IBB or the NBI. Yeah, I mean they're fine right now. All the IBB's fine. Everything's staying up there. You know, again, you got options X, so you got some rumors popping around here and there. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. You're back into the $300 area, so be careful. But every time we look at it, every time you get a shallow pullback, right up, shallow pullback, right up. So, you know, the bulls are loading up, and then they'll hype it up on CNBC. Buffett will buy some and blah, blah, blah. So, oh, NBI is the biotech index. Okay, yeah, I don't get that. Hold on, let me see. I don't think I could put, let's see, $ NBI. Hey, there you go. All right, yeah, I get it. The $. I got to put a $ in front of it. Okay, yeah, same crap though. Same crap as the IBB. Same thing. Yeah, I do get that. So it's the $ NBI on that one. Like I think they give me that. They'll give me the. I don't think they give me the $ RUT, or maybe they do. Oh, they do. I didn't know that. Ah, this is what I should be. It's a lot of the shit you got to pay for. It's all extra on these charts. $ SPX. Do I get that one too? Yeah, I get the okay. I get the SPX too. Yeah, but a lot of these things I get this. Oh, you know what's on delay? It's 15-minute delay. That's why. If I pay for it, actually, I could probably do charts on this after hours. Yeah, 15-minute delay. That's why. Yes. Everything on eSignal, guys, you got to pay. This is like $20. The SPX is like $20. Everything's $20. So by the time you do it, I pay $190 a month for my charts, guys. This isn't free stuff. And then I use different brokers, because if I change brokers, then I don't want to have to keep changing chart. You know, I got to go from Realtick to this to Realtick. So I came to the conclusion, again, this isn't showing. I came to the conclusion where it's just like, you know what? I got to get the charts, pay for a monthly fee, and just keep them. If I switch brokers and trade around, then it doesn't matter. I always have my charts. Like Realtick, you got to keep. If I change to a broker, I would have to go to Lightspeed, Cobra, a couple other ones that offer Realtick. With this one, I just use their level 2s from any broker I use, and it doesn't matter. I always keep the same charts. And I like this one. I can, you know, like on StockTwits, I hit this, my little thing comes up, and boom, I'm posting a chart. So I can go crazy with this one. So AMD, any thoughts? Yeah, we went through that one. Again, you know, it's pulling back a little bit. Just be careful. If you're long in this thing and hoping for higher prices, and we were talking about this one over the weekend too, guys, this could be a possible head and shoulder pattern. If this comes back down here, you know, it's going to play down to my $10 area, which I've been telling everybody. But, you know, first steps first, nothing wrong. We got a nice bounce up into this big red candle. We are trying to kiss this 750, but we're not. It looks like we're not closing above this the green line, which is the 618. If we close below it, it's a little bit weak, but we did get above the 20 MA here, so it's a little bit strong. Right now, it's a 50-50 shot either way. So until we get more evidence on the charts, for me at least, then we'll know which way this thing could possibly go. So if you're long, tighten up the stops. If you're short, tighten up the stops. Let's put it that way. The biotech, gosh, I'm way behind. Fizz. I'm taking small. Are you going to take a short? Let's look at Fizz again. Yeah, I mean, this isn't a problem. Pops up. I mean, I still think it could get to 75, but 3 days up on the daily, looking a little bit weak. On the monthly, you're stretched. You know, but a little bit more. I mean, add some here, add some at 75, 76, and hold it. You are still stretched. I think we could get a little bit more, maybe to the 80 area, but we'll see. Again, market's dump. It's going to be over. So that's why, you know, if you want to take a small position, knowing you got to add more a little bit higher, do it. This thing comes in $5-6, out. SPY's coming in a little bit now. See the ES mini traders? You're getting everyone long. Hurry up, chase, and then boom, last candle, they bring it right back down. Now it's still okay. We're flat on a day, nothing crazy. Where is the transport still? 35 down, nothing crazy. Yeah, Michael, do it exactly. Just go small, man. Go small. Yeah, and if you cost average a little bit, big deal. I'm doing it. Small position just in case. Yeah, small position. Don't load the house. Don't get it, man. If something goes wrong using money, no, yeah, right. Yeah, don't send me, Jonathan, an email. Hey, but you've been doing all right with some of the trades, I mean. Just you know the routine, Jonathan. Small and steady, man. Just keep going. Good luck, John. Yeah, right. Good luck on that one. Don't load the house. Yeah, just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Let's look at the intraday action. Let's just go in there real quick. Exactly. I wasn't the one that told you to do it. Yeah, I mean they're flatlining this thing, pegging it. Honestly, well, let's look at the week. Let's look at the 60-minute. Yeah, 60-minute, a little bit. Look at the bull flag though. Bull flag here started going up. You got a little bit of a bull flag here on the 60. So intraday, this thing could pop up one more time. But small size, 100 shares, 50 shares, or $10,000 in capital, 20,000 in capital. You know, do 10 here, 10 if it goes up there. Cost average, you get 5-10% move, you get the hell out. And this thing will fizzle. Fizzle. Let's see here. Anyone wants to take a long, something right? Now look at Brew for a long. Guys are throwing longs out in my chat room now. Let's see. Let's look. Remember, if the markets come in, this thing's not going anywhere. Yeah, you could get a dead cat bounce here. You know, it's a little bit beat up. You did coming up into some pretty good support. But let's stick a, let's see on a short-term fib here. Yeah, you're showing near 250 retrace. You're looking at maybe 1446 and then the $15 area, 1550 if you get into these MAs. So if you are long, just remember, buck or two more, you get the hell out. If this thing starts to go sideways and can't get above this blue line, you're probably setting up for lower prices. And if you do get lower prices, you're going to 1089 and you're going to fill some gaps. So be careful. You still have a little bit of support here and off this area. Well, caught that barely. So just be careful. You get a couple more days of sideways action, another week, it could sell off. But, you know, right now you're 13, you know, had a heck of a bounce already. You know, you gotta watch for that. But still could continue up though, you know, after this beat down into support. But remember, if you can't get above those areas, next leg, it's, you know, if you're just chopping around down in this area with the MAs curling down, could have lower prices to come. So just be careful with that one. Let's see here. Wait a second. Don't sell out your short, Jonathan. Bought another 100 at 70. Oh, I don't think he was selling, Jonathan. I think he wanted to get in. So hit the fizz. Yeah, that's not bad. Here we go, Jonathan. We could take some off. Oh, if you wanted to go short there, if you want to do an intraday scalp, yeah. Let's see. Fizz. I'm talking more swing trading. You do it too hard. I can't. You know what? You guys want to do that? You can. I'm not going to bounce these up and down. No way. This isn't enough trading room for me. For me, it's a swing trade. Ride it down. That's it. That's it. Let's see here. Don't worry if it's made a double top. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, it's hitting that again. Yeah, yeah, I can't trade that. This is going nowhere. I'm thinking of getting in TXN. Yeah, TXN. See if we get a little bit more on that one. Not bad. I took a short on XLV today. What's up, Carmella? XLV. XLV took that short. Let's look at it real quick here. Market's almost over. Oh, yeah, no problem with that. I love the retrace coming right back in. Short that bad boy. See, oh, yeah, triple top actually. Yeah, look at that. That's even nicer. Let's see, monthly chart. Oh, yeah, look at that. You might have a little bit more room, but once it gets there, like the fact that you have a triple top there, you also have a trend line too. Starting to run out of steam. Oops, I don't want that. I want this here. It is above it, but not to worry. You are at the 75 even number stuff, trying to break out. You know what it's doing? It's sucking all the longs in. Sucking all the longs in. Yeah, everything's going to be great again. Yeah, if this pops up, if you're short here, if it pops up a little bit more, I would add more and let that baby ride. Let's see. For a small short swing. Yeah, exactly. Which one? Oh, so you did that? 104, April 77 calls traded today? Really? Okay. Look like they, yeah. What do you think they did? Yes, yeah. Stop 77. Yeah. No, you could stop out. Yeah, I'd go over the even number. Go 78, like 27, 78, 37, just in case. You know how these guys are. They pop it up a little bit and then they'll drop it in your face, you know? Yeah, even, maybe $80, because if you're in right here, you can add a little bit more at double top. They might be we'll come Tuesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the big wild card for these markets, guys. I think it'll be will be the sell the news. Maybe we're going to see. No problem. Thanks again for taking a look. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be. It's got. I don't know what she's going to do. I wish I did. AZO wait for 750. Yeah, we shorted that one. That was a beauty. We shorted this one. You're holding this trend line. If that breaks, it's probably going to go lower. Let's see if it retraces at all. Yeah, wait for higher prices. James, we were shorting up here, bud. We already took that trade. We covered down in here. That was awesome. When this thing started slipping, it was like, damn, there it goes. But this was another one. On the monthly, it was it wasn't touching it for a while. But what happened was on a monthly when it came in and then it retraced back up and double top, that's where we took the short and then we got paid. So that's what we're kind of waiting to do. But if you wanted to short this one, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I would say gap fill here around 770. If it took off right now, we're just chopping around in a bearish pattern. If it did get above here, I mean, 750 is not bad. You're looking at gap window and stuff. But if you could get one push up into this area here, this would be the 766 and then the flush. But again, let's see what these markets give us on Tuesday, Wednesday, especially Wednesday. We might rally another 5% up for all I know on the freaking on the SPY. I don't know. You had Paulson, I think, come out today and we're gonna rally another 10%. It's like, oh God, maybe he might know something that I don't. Even you got ExxonMobil catching a bid. You got everything catching a bid right now, guys. It's pretty sad actually. So I'm glad we took half off the UAL. Any other trades come in, we're just gonna have to start pulling some off. This is annoying. Yeah, flat on the day. They must need a close above 300. It's crazy. ALB. I think we talked about ALB. Yeah, ALB, bullish pattern, could possibly go a little higher. I don't mind the trade right here, though. It's on the monthly chart. Monthly chart extended. If you can wait a little more patiently, maybe 108, 109 area. Here we go, rally time. Yeah, you got some. You got. I can't even. Oh man. Same old crap, different day. We go down on the SPY and then right at noon it goes right back up, chops around, up and down. We have 49 million on the day, guys. What do you expect on a day like this? A big up day, big down day? How about just a flat day? So the other indexes, Dow was down a little bit, the Q's up a little bit, IWM 35 cents up, nothing crazy. What else here? You got the Googles up, the Amazons up, Netflix took off, Facebook stayed right there for when we put the short out there. CMG still coming down a little bit, Baidu's up a little, Wind's up. Wow, Wind kept going, huh? I added a little bit more around 103.50 again. Let it go up, whatever. If it goes up, I'll add a little bit more at 105, 106 area. Tesla finally caught a bid at the end of the day. U.S. Steel finally caught a bid. Look at that beat down name. But yeah, this one here, monthly chart extended. If it goes up a little bit more, I have no problem. If you want to add some here, I have no problem with that either. Just don't load the house, guys. That's all I'm asking. You missed the AZO. That was epic. We almost got 70 bucks out of that one. I always wait for the first and last hour of trading a day. Yeah, I do. Yeah, exactly. You got it. There's volume. There's better volume in the first. I usually do the scalps in the first hour, hour and a half, and then usually if I'm not doing the room, I'll go golfing. I'll go work out. If I'm working my printing company, I'll do all that stuff there. But yeah, I right now I don't do a lot of stuff in these markets here. DB is looking for direction. Might be a good short-term short, depending on the direction in the next 10 minutes. Let's look at DB. Yeah, that's a tough one. There was that line in the sand when we were going down there. Look at that, connect those lows. That was like, oh my gosh, we got to get this thing up. Whatever we do, we got to get it up. So right now we're holding this 20 MA. It's just a manipulated turd. I would wait for a little bit higher prices. This one goes higher, then everything's great again in the European Union. So we got a couple weeks or a couple months sideways. Let's look at the weekly on this one here. It's only 1 o'clock here in Phoenix. I'm not as hungry as this time. Yeah, weekly's bullish, guys. Weekly's above the MAs. I would, let's see if this thing can pop one more time and maybe fill the gap. But yeah, this thing's a little bit strong in my opinion. I mean, they're doing as much as they can on this thing. So until we're back below the 20 and the 50, then it'll probably weaker. But as long as it stays in this stance, this could possibly move higher. So Let's see. I have to get out here. Thanks for the session. Oh yeah, no problem, Jonathan. Have a good day, man. Take care. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving in a couple minutes too, but we'll see. Here we go. Rally exactly. Yeah, but yeah, IBB's flat, the DB's flat, but look at the X. So X, you got some people starting to step up on that one. You know, people buy the dippers can't help themselves. They're holding on. You know, they're holding on for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, and they're like, oh my god, I got to buy this thing now. It's cheap. It was $42. It's 35. It's got to go down from here. It has to, or it has to go up from here. And then this is one where it goes sideways here, sets up in a bearish manner. 20 MA curls in the price and sets it down to, you know, double bottom here at $30, gap fill, and the 200 MA down here. So be really careful with these stocks right now. We have a lot of news coming up in the next week or so. We got the Fed lip service coming up. Gotta watch out for these sessions and stuff, you know, for the intraday sessions with the 50 million on the day on the SPY, which is pathetic, stuff like that. So again, guys, if you're not a member of my stock site, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership. We send out emails right before we go live. We send out emails when we post some technical analysis videos. And you can follow me on StockTwits or Twitter, but everything eventually will be on StockBookie.com. And I'm going to take off here, guys. I've been chatting since 1 o'clock or so. It's been 3 hours. So, all right, guys. But again, if you have any questions or comments, send me an email at stockbookie@gmail.com. I'll go over it. Some charts you want me to look at. I can make a quick video or post some stuff on StockTwits about what I'm seeing in these markets. And right now, just a slow environment. 50 million on a day. They've been waiting for this meeting for, I believe, the last since we had that 300-point pop up. Now there's no participation, light volume crap, and then go from there. Let's see here. No problem, guys. Here we go. I always wait for a have session. Thanks, John. Should be a good week for shorts. Yeah, we'll see, Frank. It's still a 50-50 shot, man, with the Fed lip service. I'm debating on if I should take some position off the table. I'm fully short in the markets. Thanks for the live stream. Fully, really? All right. Gosh, the markets are so stretched, Brian. I don't believe you have a lot more to go. I mean, if we start railing on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then maybe pull some off. But again, you know, if you have anything in the money, you know, maybe pull some off that way and then use the capital just in case if something goes against you, you could play it that way. So, but, you know, again, if we go back to these charts, you know, the SPY, man, it's just a high flyer. You know, I mean, we went up. I mean, guys, we're on an 8-year bull rally. So just beware of that. Here's your .com, here's your housing, and here's where we're at right now. It's just we're coming down. It's just a matter of when. We still have 242 in the cards, 252 if we go up. But watch volume here, 50 million on a day. If we stay at 50 million, 40 million, 60 million, then we can possibly grind higher. That's the wild card in this whole thing. If we start picking up with volume, you're going to start seeing more selling, in my opinion. So just beware of that. And that's it for now, guys. Netflix is at highs. What did the JNUG end up doing? Or GLD? GLD 2 cents up. That one's holding strong. It's trying, guys. If you're long with me with gold, you know, it's trying. But I like what I'm seeing. It held this. We're inside this little red bar. Let's see if we can continue up and get above these moving averages. If it does, JNUG will move up, and this will move up as well. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end it here. Again, sign up on my StockBookie.com site. You get all the information there. I'm working on a couple other things, spreadsheets, more email alerts, more live sessions, just stuff like this. I love doing it, and hopefully you guys are getting some good trades. We didn't do too much intraday. I'm going to try to get in here a little bit earlier tomorrow. If the volume does pick up, we'll try to pick off some intraday scalps as well and make some money that way. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a great afternoon. It's 1 o'clock now again. It's great for me. 1 o'clock, guys. My market ends in Phoenix. I got work to do at my shop, so I'm sticking around. But again, thanks for coming to my live session. And we'll see you on the charts.